Previously on Twin Portals. The silver waves of justice arrived in Neverwinter, a city shrouded in secrecy. They tracked down a member of the treacherous Jolly Gents named 16-String Jack. This deceptive bard tipped them off to suspicious activity by the Masks, the dominant mercenary group securing the city. Led by a mysterious wizard, a small group of these mercenaries have been making discreet deliveries to the Chasm of Neverwinter every full moon. This routine escort was somehow linked to the impenetrable seal over the chasm, preventing living nightmares from pouring into Neverwinter. SWOJ's investigation was complicated by the pursuit of the city guard, who were looking for an unrelated murder suspect somehow perfectly fitting the description of Lark Wavesilver. Reaching the chasm's floor first, SWOJ sprung an ambush which led to a tense standoff with the wizard and his cohort. The delivery was revealed to be a many-eyed aboleth stone, similar to the Stone of Galore from their adventures in Waterdeep. Also spotted descending into the chasm, a small gang of Jolly Gents, their motives unknown. With a tentative truce in place, SWOJ and the masked wizard travel into the Chasm of Neverwinter to keep the horrors of the depths from spilling out into the city. Or maybe they'll do the other thing. Friends of SWOJ, thank you for joining us and supporting whichever decision we make tonight. Welcome all to Twin Portals.
Where we last left you guys, you were going down into the depths of the chasm in the city of Neverwinter. So by now you've been traveling downwards along switchbacking trails. It's about midnight. There's a cool wind blowing through these crags as you make your way down into the darkness of the chasm. Somewhere down below you still is the magical seal, which is keeping horrors down below in the depths of this darkness. But you're following a mysterious wizard wearing a mask who looks like the necromancer that you've parlayed with and dealt with in the past. He's holding a hooded lantern to kind of guide the way, but it's otherwise very dark. You have some time. You've been traveling for about 20 minutes on your way down. So do you guys have any questions, burning thoughts? Or are you just kind of following this guy quietly? What's your status as you make your way downwards? There's crumbling rock all around you.
I'm skeptical. I've been skeptical of this whole thing. So I'm questioning. I got my eyes on this guy. I just don't understand what is going on still.
So are you expressing that in some way, or you're just
I'm
grumbling
I'm
and scowling?
probably quietly fuming.
Zay's on high alert because the Jolly Jets are down here somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to be harassing this guy.
Yeah, like how?
He's like, so you've been hanging out with us for a hot minute here. Do you have any information you could share with us?
The man is very taciturn. He doesn't reveal much with his face. He's also wearing a mask. Is that how you say it? Taciturn? Taciturn?
Taciturn.
I learned a lot of words by reading, so
Yeah, I'm with you.
Yeah. So what'd you ask him? Sorry.
He has information to share with us. His favorite song.
He says, "Well, I don't listen to music.
I'm appalled.
I've actually never heard a song before," he says.
How old are you? Zay asks.
Not very.
Yeah.
Oh.
He says, "My orders are to deliver this stone into the lake at the bottom of the chasm."
Do you have a name?
Or a number?
Or do we get to name
Were
you?
you recently created?
I was recently created.
Yeah. Yeah. But so do you have a number or a designation?
No, I don't. You can call me Manchun.
Can we call you Nancy 2?
Or Manny?
Number 2? Because you're an exact replica of a friend of ours.
As long as you keep it to yourself and don't share it with others.
Oh. Okay.
So it's Man-2.
Man-2?
Man-2?
Manchun.
That I'm about naming. I don't know the rest of this stuff.
We'll figure it out on the fly.
Yeah.
As you're batting it around, there's suddenly a rumbling sound from below you. The ravine that you're entering, the switchback kind of narrows as you get deeper and deeper. The valley walls kind of get narrower and narrower, and you're starting to go into more of a ravine. And all of a sudden, the ground starts to shake from somewhere deep down below. Some large-ish rocks start to kind of tumble downwards. Everybody make a perception roll.
Ooh.
As dramatically as you would like to. You can kind of see them from here.
Oh, great. everybody can see that.
Wow.
Shit.
Oh.
Super impressive.
This is
16.
it's actually perfect.
So 5.
Work it out. It's just a perception.
Yeah.
1.
Ilka is lost in thought, trying to figure out what music might possibly work for this guy, and humming some like Weird Al Yankovic's
Oh yeah.
I Think I'm a Clone Now.
Mm.
Nice. Isn't it
Does
strange?
it land?
He starts to bop a little. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
I'll
Yeah.
take it.
I got an
Um,
11.
An 11. Wonderful. Well, Zay with a 16. What'd you get, Lark?
A modified 1.
Yeah, okay. Zay with a 16, you notice as you're moving down this ravine, some rocks are being dislodged and tumbling further down, like ahead of you. And one boulder tips forward and rolls a few feet and reveals a small pile of clothing kind of on the side of the path as you make your way down. It's dark, though, so I don't know if...
The clothing?
Yeah. You're the only one that notices it as you're walking by.
I nudge Scoot and I say, "Hey, with your awesome dark vision, what do you see over there?"
What do I see over there?
You see some, it's black and white because it's dark vision, but you see some camouflage patterned clothing kind of piled up as if it was hidden underneath a rock.
I feel like I recognize that.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah. Do I know the patterns by chance?
Mm-hmm. It's like
Yes.
woodland camo.
Oh boy. Yep. This is Jolly Gent stuff.
What?
This is Jolly Gent's gear.
What is?
This clothes under that rock over there.
I can't see it in the dark, Scoot.
Trust me.
The wizard
Okay.
stops and wheels around and shines his lantern on it.
Oh.
You see what looks like 3 sets of clothing, 3 camo outfits.
Are they're empty?
They're empty.
The clothes.
There's some naked.
The Jolly
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 Gents.
Gents are running around in the nude. What the heck?
They're the jolliest of gents.
Apparently.
So if we put them on, they'll think we're them.
Hmm.
Wearing their own clothes.
Yes.
The wizard says we must be careful. They must be ahead of us already.
I was gonna say, did they just John Rambo this and they're all like they're wearing
Covered in mud and
covered
stuff.
yeah, mud and
Maybe
and
so.
grass. Well, there's no grass down here.
Are you Manchun, are you a clone of a clone of a clone?
2/3 of that,
A clone of a clone?
as far as I know.
Okay. I just wondering, like, if each copy gets slightly, like, the resolution gets a little worse.
Yeah.
Printer's running out of toner.
Yeah.
I feel like your point about them being up ahead is maybe it's not the most insightful thing, but that's fine. It's fine.
Thanks for the help. It was terrible.
Yeah.
It says, my mission is to get this stone to the lake down
Yeah,
below. I'm just
alright.
offering whatever advice I can.
What happens to you afterward?
Unimportant.
Do you jump in?
What?
Do you jump in?
No.
What do you do afterwards?
Unimportant.
Oh,
He's cagey about it.
he
Yeah, I
totally
see
jumps in. Okay. Hey, are we on like a switchback? So we're still looking out over the chasm?
You're more in a ravine now. Like the valley walls are starting to
Okay.
kind of slope up on both sides as you make your way forward.
Do you know what it looks like when we get to the bottom, Annie?
He says, it's easy to get lost down there. Once we get to the bottom of this ravine, we enter a tunnel. The tunnel extends further down, down, and down into the depths, he says, somewhat poetically.
So you've been here before?
Yes. Well,
Okay,
I
so
have
maybe-
not.
Oh, okay. Well, all right.
But
that-
I have.
okay. Yep. All right.
Do you
Got
see
it.
what I'm saying?
I think so.
Do you have the memories of previous clones?
Or maybe just
Or have you just been
Manchun
told?
clone.
Or yeah.
And he was there the first time? I don't know. Anyway.
He says, I honestly don't know the particulars of how I was created. I have a mission, and I'm trusting you all to help me deliver this stone.
Okay.
If we don't, the city is in dire danger, he says.
Wow.
You're getting-
Dramatically.
don't get
Getting
choked up,
class.
Manchun.
Passionate.
It just means a lot to me.
I'm gonna inspect his temple really carefully and see if it looks like there's an incision or a gem embedded there.
Roll investigation.
All right. Okay, that's let's see, investigations and intelligence go.
Because Lark knows a lot about being a
So
clone.
that's gonna be a 18.
It seems super duper smooth.
Okay, all right.
Yeah. Yeah. No sign of any.
It's been a little weird with me
Tricks.
standing my face really close to his, so I just really lightly kiss him on the cheek.
It's very cold to the touch.
Okay,
But he doesn't flinch. He's just
Aw.
like super stoic.
it's like a
about it.
little butterfly kiss, just really light. Yeah,
It's very sweet
it's
of you.
gonna be fine. And I rub his shoulder.
I'd like to carefully check out the clothes. Is there anything going on with? I'm worried that there's like a booby trap.
No, there was like some dirt thrown on them to kind of like hide them.
Oh,
And
just-
someone just peeled it. They looks like they left them there,
Okay.
like to dispose of them.
I would like to turn them upside down, see if anything falls out of the pockets.
Nope.
All right.
Nope. Just 3 sets of clothes.
All right.
They might fit you guys. Adult size.
I'm going to definitely try Perron.
That's three
this
of
would
us.
not be
Yeah.
something that Lark would pass up.
Sure, yeah. There's a set that fits.
Oh, so I wear it over my
It's
armor?
loose. Yeah, it's like a poncho kind of.
Yep, I have it on.
Lark, you smell funny.
Oh, thanks. I don't wait. What?
I don't know. I just imagine they're not very clean.
I mean, they don't smell that bad.
Lark is smelling himself. Like, I don't smell anything.
You just don't smell like you.
Okay.
That's what psychic damage sounds like.
Yeah, no kidding. Take 1 hit point off.
Little self-doubt.
The wizard says we should be going.
Yeah, let's go.
He says, listen, it's easy to get lost down there, so follow my lead. Portal magic doesn't work once we get below the seal.
Oh,
We're going below the sea.
what about
Yes.
Dimension Door?
That is a portal.
Oh, below
Well, it's
the
it's a
seal.
door.
Well,
so,
portal is an abstraction of
okay,
portal
all right,
door.
it's fine.
Teleport?
Again, portal.
Okay,
Do I need to explain this to you?
maybe.
I mean, probably, but let's continue.
He says there are all kinds of horrors down there. Demons, aboleths, land sharks, mind flayers, and more, so tread quietly.
Oh,
He
we
says-
have a lot of experience with those things.
The
So
tunnel
sneaky.
entrance is up ahead, and he points to this small stone guard post that you can see forming about 100 feet away from you.
Okay.
He says there will be guards in there.
What do we say?
He says, play it cool. I will not say a word. It's up to you to do the talking. I must
What?
keep a low profile. Don't reveal what my mission is. They can't know.
Well, who would have talked if we weren't here?
What?
If you
I
were
mean,
here
if
on
you-
your own.
Yeah, if we weren't here with you, then how would you have gotten in?
Well, sometimes they like to ask questions, but you have to deflect.
Oh, okay, so we should deflect.
If they find out what my mission is, they can't. They
Okay,
can't leave.
okay.
He says, gesturing to his neck in a strangely ominous way.
Ilka completely understands.
We're ready.
All right.
We could skip
What do they normally tell the guards since you pass through monthly?
They just say that we're here for the delivery.
Okay,
Got it.
I'm ready.
We're definitely not going to mess it up.
So how do you do this?
Have we seen the stone that he's carrying?
Yeah, I took it out of his hand and I threw it to Ilka.
That's right.
I have it.
Yeah, the stone is like a many-eyed, kind of brownish, avocado-shaped rock.
I get my canteen ready just in case something goes down.
Oh, Scoot,
Water
don't
on
get
it.
water on it. If you get water on the Stone of Delora, it turns into an aboleth.
I'm familiar. Yeah.
Well, yeah, but I was...
The audience nods knowingly. Yeah? You remember that from 2 years ago? So how do you go in there? What's your approach? Who's taking the lead?
I guess I should, but I probably shouldn't talk once we get there.
I'll follow Scoot.
Okay,
I'll try to look less sparkly than usual.
right. Are you still like smothering the shine, or are you back
Very
to
smother it down. Yep.
okay with minor illusions?
I still
Every
have
so
that anchor wrapped in concrete. Now, we never did anything with that, right?
Well, yeah, it's still wrapped in dirt. We'll say.
Yeah.
Some wizard jimmied it up for you.
Yeah. Just
yeah.
to make it look like a sledgehammer for a second.
Yep,
Okay. Yep. And I'm probably just walking with that, using it as a walking stick, trying to make it look like I'm a guard.
Yeah, you two. Well, you still have like carpenter kind of like tradesman outfits on, except now Lark's wearing a camo poncho.
That's
And
fine.
then Zay, how are you dressed?
I think I'm just wearing the clothes that I took
Yeah.
from
SWOJ
ship.
shirt.
Which
Feel-
is just like leather armor, pretty neutral.
Yeah.
Okay. And you open the door. It creaks. It's kind of poorly maintained. Inside are 5 guards. 3 of them are sitting, and 2 are standing near a large trapdoor that they are just closing. And they all stand up when they see the 5 of you enter, put their hands on their swords, and say, "Who goes?"
We're here with a delivery. Why were you just closing the
Yeah,
trap
who
door?
did you
It
just
should
let
be
in?
Waiting for us.
He says, the lead guard is a woman. She says, "We just let the delivery through.
Uh-oh.
State your names and business."
Did they show you the delivery?
No, they never do.
They were masquerading. We have the actual delivery.
Roll persuasion.
Does anybody still have the extra clothes? That
I'm wearing
now
some.
he's exactly.
12.
That's actually going to do it.
Nice.
The guards seem very suspicious, but the lead at least softens a little bit and says, "Can you have any proof that you are the true delivery group?"
I'm holding it in my hands.
And
They've
I
never
get my
seen it. They can't know. Or they
I-
have to.
Too late.
I'm holding it in my hands.
Would they have this?
The guards all lean forward quizzically, checking it out. "What is that?" the lead says.
It's the Stone of Galore, the thing that's delivered here every full moon.
"A
Oh,
stone of
no.
galore?"
Yeah, by a wizard.
The masked wizard is like, "What are you doing? Stop it. Don't say anything else."
And the other group definitely didn't have that, so they were the fakes, and you just let them in.
Should we go get help?
You should go
Yes.
through and find them and stop them.
That's-
What?
That's what I meant.
Death.
Through the seal?
Yes.
Through the
How
trap
to.
door you just did. Open it up quick and run after them. We'll follow you. We
What?
got your backs.
This is out of our league. We should go tell our commander.
Or you could go back through there and we will follow and back you up.
The wizard next to you in the mask starts casting a spell.
Pay no
Is it
attention to the man behind the mask.
Is it like obliviate? Because that would be great.
Yeah, it's a hypnotic pattern. They're like, wait, what's he doing? What's he doing? Ah! They make wisdom saves. They get a 12, so they don't succeed. All 5 of the guards are like, they go slack-jawed. Like they're staring at a kaleidoscope of beautiful rainbow scintillating colors and just like they're not present anymore.
I kind of want what they're having.
The wizard says, that was really subtle.
Thank you.
We're known for our subtlety.
Yep.
It's what the S in SWOJ stands for.
I think it couldn't have gone better.
He says, what should I do with these 5 now?
Leave
Send
them.
Leave them.
They'll be fine.
No, wait, what?
Can
what
you
if
put
we
them
leave?
to sleep?
Will they stay hypnotized after you walk out of range?
He says, no, they'll hypnotize for up to a minute. We don't have long.
Oh,
So we'll go
Let's
through
just go through the
trap
door. They're too afraid to come through it.
that sounds
We'll just
great.
This is a problem for future SWOJ, how we get back out again.
Yeah.
Give me a good reason why I shouldn't just fireball them all right now.
Honestly, I'm with you on that.
That'd be evil.
Evil?
Yeah.
What does evil have to do with it? It's for the good of the city, right?
Yeah, if they
Hmm.
run up and alert,
I mean, that's a sort of utilitarian definition of evil that I'm not sure I ascribe to.
can we unconscious them all, not dead them all?
I mean, yes.
Okay, that sounds good. I vote for Ilka's plan.
Is this a vote?
Yep.
Any other votes?
You're the one with the magic, dude.
Well, you're the one with the thumping stick, dude.
Yeah, he only gets one vote.
That's true.
What?
We could just tie their hands together.
I mean, or that's going to take some time. We got to unconscious them quick.
All right.
They're starting
everybody-
to come to. They're lurching
Yep.
around.
Yes, unconscious, please.
Great.
Okay.
I start thumping people in the back of the head.
Bonk, bonk,
Bonk,
bonk,
bonk, bonk, bonk, bonk.
Oh, that's how you're doing it. I
Just
thought it was a
blackjack
spell.
No,
Okay,
5
well,
TBIs.
I was going to say we have no idea what wizards are capable of because none of us are wizards.
TBI, long night of drinking. It's about the
Oh.
same.
The wizard says,
better than a fireball. Okay.
this will take some explaining, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Well, let them explain.
Yeah.
Okay.
Very well.
Here
Let's
we
go
go.
quickly.
Through the trapdoor.
Do you tie them up or no?
No,
No?
No.
Okay.
No time.
we don't have time. We got to get the Jolly Gents in
Well,
the
they're
nude.
unconscious now, but you're right. So these 2 trapdoors open, and it leads you into this dark tunnel about 10 feet by 10 feet. Again, there's no lights. There's torches and all kinds of supplies in this guard post, like, exploring tools, ropes, climbing tools, weapons, armor, if you guys want to bring any supplies with you on the way down. Or even just like light.
Do they have any booze?
Do you look around for some? It's
Yeah.
not like prominently displayed.
Yes.
Roll investigation quick.
11
Yeah.
plus 10.
Yeah, I mean, they each have their own little chest by their little like guard post,
If-
and you open them up, and a couple of them have
Here's what I want to do.
after hours.
I want to grab a bunch of random bottles, bring them into the other room, pour them on the ground, pour them on the guys, leave the bottles out. They'll think they just had a drunken party.
Incredible.
I'm going to take climbing spikes, rope, and the magical rapier that's laying right next to him.
Yeah, there isn't a magic rapier. Alas.
Fine.
I try.
Take the spikes and the rope, I guess. And a dagger?
Nice. There are like normal daggers.
I'll take a
yeah.
normal dagger.
Most of them have daggers, yeah.
I still have a silvered anchor wrapped in concrete.
Mhm.
Hey, there's some weapons right here, Scoot. You want to get rid of your anchor?
Not really. This
Okay.
thing's magical.
All right.
I'll also take a dagger.
I'll
Any
take
kinda-
it. Dagger 2 then.
Any kind of sword?
Oh, yeah. Long swords, short swords, falchions.
Just a short sword.
Excellent. They're all really well maintained and oiled. Yeah.
Dang.
Haven't seen use in a while. Any light source, though, or is it just the hooded lantern guiding the way?
I'm good.
Yeah, we have dancing lights.
Dancing
Yeah, no
lights.
sweat.
Yeah.
So-
Those for now.
Dancing lights?
Oh, yeah.
What color?
It's a freaking disco ball.
Oh, just like
Yeah.
a scintillating.
Yeah.
Okay. Like a big swirling ball of 5 lights kind of hovers above you all as you make your way down this tunnel. Everyone roll perception one more time.
Oh.
22.
2.
I'm so into everything happening here.
17 for Lark.
Zay's just staring at the disco ball.
16.
Okay. So you're going down this tunnel. It kind of winds around. As you go further down, it transitions from like loose rock into what kind of seems like smooth volcanic, almost like cooled lava. It's like this old volcanic tunnel that just shoots downwards. It's a pretty steep slope. You have to kind of brace yourself occasionally. It's not a very well-tread path. As you've been going about 15 minutes, Ilka, you're on edge still. You're just keeping your eyes ahead. You've been hit by enough traps now to know that there might be traps out there somewhere. And as you're going, you notice some disturbed dirt about 30 feet ahead of you on the ground, as if something's been like someone's been rummaging in the dust up ahead.
Great. Any stones near me? Anything I can toss
you
across?
could like break off a piece of lava rock.
Great. I'm gonna pull a bit of pumice and toss it over the disturbed dirt.
Okay. It's very lightweight, and it kind of tinks past.
You picked the wrong
This
stone.
turn.
What are you doing?
Remember the temple thing, and I found literally every trap with my body.
Yeah.
And it's I'm getting those spooky feelings again.
Ah, getting the trap tingles.
Uh,
Anyway, I move
Okay.
forward.
That's a
Zay
mechanic, yeah.
overhears this conversation and uses mold earth to start to shift away the dirt from the pile to try to see if there's anything to uncover.
Okay. It is mostly hard rock around here, but you can shift like some of the dust around, and you can see as you kind of clear it away, like this like top layer of dust that you clear away, that there's been a rune carved on the ground right there, like a
Oh.
small, like 2-foot circular shape, like kind of like Stargate style.
Mm.
Hey, Manchun, can you read runes?
He says, somewhat, yes.
What does that rune say?
It appears to be a rune of paralysis.
Oh, how do we counteract that?
Well, we could step around it.
Oh, it only happens if you step on it?
Or or a dispel magic would work too.
Okay.
That was helpful.
Hey, everybody, don't step on that.
How big is it?
It's about 2 feet wide.
Oh, okay. So it covers like most of the
Like right the
path?
center, yeah, like the
Okay.
main path that you've kind of been going single file down.
I
Yeah.
see. Okay. Let's walk around
2
it.
feet, yeah. We can walk around it.
Okay. Okay, and you, like sand people, you herd around it single file.
Oh,
However, as you cross the threshold of the trap, there's a whoomp sound from up above you as a second rune is illuminated on the ceiling, which kind of blasts energy downwards and echoes throughout the tunnel, causing this thundering boom. It's a very echoey, sonorous tube that you're in. The clone of Manchun immediately goes rigid and turns into ice and starts to crumble.
Oh,
A pile on the
shiza.
ground.
Well, that sucks.
The stone starts to
Yeah.
roll down the tube.
Ah! I leap after the stone.
You catch
Wait,
it.
doesn't Ilka have the stone?
I have
yeah.
the stone.
Oh,
in
you
my
were holding
hands.
it. Okay.
I don't leap after it because Ilka's holding it.
You both hold it. It's very safe.
We have a moment.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
So
Poor
yeah, everything
guy.
about him, the robe, everything that would make, even the mask, chips away into ice.
Barely got to live. He's like a moth.
And you all feel like a sense, anything magic you were carrying or any magic feeling you have is smothered for a second.
Whoa, so it's an
Oh.
anti-magic rune.
Right.
I get it now.
Well, I
So
hope
he
those first guys got hit by that.
But they weren't using magic to animate themselves.
I know.
Or were they?
You feel like a rumbling from below again, kind of like when you were coming earlier. Just
Okay.
something's really moving around down there.
Or they just hit a trap too.
Good.
The rumbling sound starts to get louder, like it's getting closer to you.
Oh no.
I keep moving.
We got to get this avocado stone into the whatever.
And louder and louder and louder.
Is-
It seems
is
like it's right below
Wizard-
you.
Toast? Like,
Well,
do we
he's-
bring the ice chips with us somehow?
They're starting to melt.
Okay, yes.
He
So
just
the
got-
opposite of toast.
He just got Sub-Zero
You can put
so
them in a
hard.
bottle. I mean,
Oh, God.
yeah.
Yeah, I think he's beyond our help.
Keep the stone away from him
I
now.
cast Balm of the Summer Court on the melting.
Rub it
Yeah, it's really healthy. It shimmers.
The water sparkles.
I would put them in a bottle, except that all of our stuff got stolen, so I don't have any of my inventory left.
Right, just climbing gear.
Goodbye. Yeah, I have climbing gear.
And as the water starts to run down the tube ahead of you, about 30 feet ahead, all of a sudden, boom, this huge mole-like creature with like a plated, it looks kind of like a shark, like this big plated mouth and giant jaws, comes exploding out of the ground, blocking off the whole tunnel, and kind of like comes out and faces you, planting 2 large, meaty claws on the ground. Boom, boom. And as it stares at you, it's got 2 tiny beady eyes that glow like little fiery embers. And it opens its mouth. What are you going to say?
Send your dancing lights at it.
It opens its mouth and 4 rows of shark-like teeth greet you on each side, and it like fills the whole tunnel with its mouth, and it just roars at you, shaking everything. If anything is nearby, it would totally hear this roar even more than that boom.
Awesome. Oh, sorry.
I brighten up my disco ball, split it in 2, and I send it as close to its eyeballs as I can.
And it kind of blinks and winces a little bit, and then it kind of, after the huge roar, it kind of goes as if it's clearing its throat. Like that took a lot out of it.
Oh man.
Wow. I thought he was going to say something too. I was
Yeah.
thrilled.
Hey, how did the... Hi, friend.
It says, "Can you get those lights out?"
Sure. Sorry, dude. Thought you might eat us or
It
something.
says, "No problem. What was that bang?"
We don't know. We think there's the chasm is... The rift is unsealing or something.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
We got to get the stone down.
That's why I come up here.
Oh.
I want to get out.
Oh.
Oh.
And it kind of scrabbles at the ceiling a little, gesturing.
Well, you can help us, and then maybe you wouldn't have to get out. We're trying to seal it back up. We think. We're not sure. The guy who knew what was going on has turned into water.
What?
He didn't mean to.
A lot to take in.
Yeah. We know how you feel.
We're overwhelming him.
It says, so you're going down?
Yes.
Towards the elder?
Wait,
Yes.
what's the elder?
The thing in the lake.
Oh, yes.
Yeah,
then I think so.
We might need to feed it the stone.
Or defeat it with what comes out of the stone. Or we're not quite
Tiny
sure.
fiery eyes blink at you. It says, if you could make it stop sealing us in here, then my family could leave.
Oh, wait, you're sealed in and you want to get out?
Yes.
You know, we're really confused on the sealed in and sealed, like whether it should be sealed or not sealed. We're hearing conflicting reports on that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Tell me more.
We're told that it's supposed to stay sealed, and then other people don't want it sealed. We're just not sure.
Okay.
Yeah. So
So you've been stuck down here for 30 years? Or were you born down here?
Yes, I've been down here my whole life. I don't know how long a year is.
Fair enough.
it would be
Um.
roughly 12 trips of the Stone Wizard.
I remember seeing the
13,
stars
13.
once.
Yeah.
The stars were beautiful. How
Yeah.
I wish to see them again.
Let's go break this seal.
But then that's
Then the horrors get loose.
the horrors
But
get
the
loose.
mole gets to come out too with his family.
I feel like that's not a great trade-off.
Hey, mole friend, what would you
I'm
do?
a land shark.
Land shark.
Thank you.
Oh my
My bad.
gosh.
Yeah.
That was offensive. Land shark, if you got up to the surface, what would you eat?
Meat?
Meat?
Yeah.
Maybe some large rocks?
Large rocks?
If I'm trying to be healthy?
Like like bipeds walking around? Are those the kind of meats you eat?
Well, perhaps. Not if they're nice.
Like us.
Right.
You wouldn't eat us.
You seem okay.
Yeah, we're nice.
There's some guys ahead of us not so nice.
Yeah,
though,
how
if
come you let
wanted
those guys
to-
past?
What guys?
Must have taken a different route.
There are guys ahead?
Yeah, there's like 3 naked dudes up there.
They're made of meat as well.
And what are they doing?
We're
I'm
not
not quite
sure. They're
sure.
they're either trying to unseal the place or reseal it. We don't know which.
And you're going to unseal it, right?
We don't know. We don't know anymore.
This is very important to me.
Yeah, I think you should help us because we are the good guys.
Roll persuasion, Lark.
No.
Wrong way.
God dang it.
Oh. I'm so happy
So
that
that's
happened.
That's a nat 1
Excellent.
-1.
You got a 0.
The good guys never have a mustache. Oh, we the baddies.
The monster says, I noticed you have a very sinister looking mustache.
I think you meant to say glorious.
I've heard that people travel here every full moon to refresh the seal, but I've never seen them. Is there a full moon in the sky right now?
There is.
Well, I suppose that means that you might be here to renew the seal.
Or the 3 people in front of us who we have to go find and stop.
Well, I'm very unclear on why. Oh, to stop them.
Yeah.
What will you do?
Talk them through it reasonably.
Yeah, we'll speak to them in reasonable terms and convince them of the error of their ways.
Or push them in the lake.
We have a history of that.
I would do it. The lake is full of horrible things. I
But-
wouldn't let my own in there.
Okay.
Aw. Well,
Yes.
will the horrible things in the lake be revealed if the seal breaks?
Perhaps.
Oh no.
Many things will be revealed if the
Why
seal
don't you
breaks,
just,
but
like-
at least my family will be free.
Yeah, that's a good
Why
point.
don't you just like quickly go tunnel for as long as you can, and for now, like run for it right now,
The
and then
seal
we'll
is
just do our
nearby.
thing.
Tell you what, I know a quick way down to the lake.
Okay.
Yeah.
You could get there ahead of them, maybe, and
How?
then surprise them.
I love this. A great idea.
Well, if you follow this tunnel I just dug, it will take you to a river of fire. Cross that, it will take you to a river of water. Ride that, and you will reach the lake.
Okay. How
Simple.
Yeah.
super simple.
How
How
do-
do we cross the river of fire?
Oh, I don't know.
How did you cross it?
Carefully. I usually dig under it.
Is there a tunnel that's under it already?
Probably filled with lava by now.
Yeah, that's a good point.
You have to move fast.
Okay.
All right. Thanks, land shark friend.
Sure, remember, cross the river of fire, then ride the river of water.
Yeah.
But don't go in the lake because there's horrible things in the lake.
Correct.
Okay.
Get out of the river of water before the lake.
Yeah.
Yes. So who are you people? So I can tell my friends and loved ones about you.
We're
in the future.
SWOJ.
SWOJ.
The silver waves of justice.
That sounds good.
Right?
Nice, right in unison, too.
You're very excited about it sometimes.
Have you rehearsed this or something?
We've had this conversation a few times.
It's true.
People want to know who we are.
Okay, well, I support justice, so here, take this. And it peels off like a flaking scale from its back and chucks it on the ground ahead of you. It's like about the shape like a 3x3 kind of square-shaped shimmering scale. And it kind of curves slightly. It says, this will offer you some protection against the fire.
Oh,
It's a
excellent.
raft.
Yeah.
A 3x3 raft. We could
Yes.
ride on each other's shoulders.
Perfect. Yeah.
Yeah.
What's your name, friend?
Oh, thank you for asking.
Yeah.
I am called Shaleheart.
Oh, Shaleheart. What a
Shaleheart.
great
That's
name.
a really good name.
Thank you. I chose it myself.
Well, I hope we see you again, Shaleheart, and that your family escapes the seal, but
The
in a way that
horrors.
is safe to everybody.
Yes.
And Shaleheart says, I will wait by the seal. Good luck. Rock on. And
Rock on, Shaleheart.
digs upwards.
Rock on.
And Shaleheart takes a little while for their whole body to pass upwards. And as they go up, 3 little Shalehearts follow like ducklings up the tunnel.
Oh, adorable.
big one.
How big is the
Bonk,
little Shaleheart?
Oh, about like 9 feet long, 9 feet by 3 feet.
With
Oh.
4 rows of gleaming sharp teeth.
Oh.
They're coming in
Yeah.
still,
Yeah.
like 3 rows, yeah.
Don't adopt one and stuff it in my
Adorable.
bags.
Yeah. And they all have like bear-like legs as they kind of like scoop their way upwards.
Terrifying.
And you're left, the tunnel ahead of you is now kind of filled up. The last drops of the Manchun clone have filtered into the rock. And there's a pretty steep drop down the tunnel that the land sharks came from, extending downwards. What do you do?
Is the descent something we can walk down, or are we going to slide as soon as we?
You can slide. It'll be hard. Yeah, it's like maybe like a 1-to-1.
You know what? If
Slightly
there's-
steeper than 1-to-1.
If there's still some mage running down there, it'll be like the Goonie slide.
I was going to say Goonie slide.
And you have a little like disc slide now too, and you can ride on.
For one
Yeah,
person's butt.
For one of
Right.
us, yeah.
Maybe no, that's not going to work. Let's go.
I jump in the tunnel.
Whoosh! You slide down the muck and gravel.
I jump in too.
Whoosh! There goes Lark.
Zay was gonna make stairs for us, but she's like, "What?" and then leaps in as well on her tummy.
Wow, it's a bumpy ride face first. You get a lot of like the dirt from Lark and Ilka like kicking up behind you. It's kind of smacking you in the face. You kind of lose vision for a bit.
Same with Scoot, doing like Navy SEAL style, cross the arms.
Oh, nice. Okay. Whoosh, 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 whoosh. And you all land on it. Like it kind of bows out like the bottom of Cloud City as you kind of whoosh your way down.
So many nerd references in a row.
But you know what I mean, right?
I know exactly what you're talking
Like-
about now.
You could probably fall 1,000 feet and it wouldn't hurt. Anyway. Yeah, and as you fall, the temperature quickly picks up and gets warmer and warmer and warmer. You may have gone downwards 100 feet, 200 feet as the slope gradually levels off, and you find yourself standing with like a warm glow down the tunnel ahead of you as it kind of curves away. So what do you do?
Can I hear or sense any water nearby?
Almost none whatsoever. I mean, like how nearby? Like, do you have a sense or something? Or
No, I'd have to be able to find it. But if I could find it, I could control it.
How wide is the river of fire again?
We don't know.
You don't
We
know
haven't
yet.
seen it.
Oh,
It's up ahead, Scoot.
let's go.
Keep going.
And you curve around, and after a few hundred feet of slightly downward sloping tunnel, you make your way. It suddenly opens up, and ahead of you, you see this massive river of lava with fire elementals streaking back and forth over it. It seems at
Ooh,
least
fun.
200 feet wide. It seems about the dimensions of the river Neverwinter up above.
Huh.
And it kind of runs in the same direction for any of you orienteering people. The river itself seems to be kind of cooled lava, like it's not molten flowing lava, but it's kind of that black cooled off lava that you might be able to puncture very easily and seriously hurt yourself with.
Did you say 200 feet?
200 feet, yes.
That's a lot of dex checks.
Yeah. There's no obvious bridge or way across it. But you do see off in the distance, maybe like a couple hundred feet away, along the edge of the river, there are a series of small stepping stones about like 5 to 10 feet apart that extend about 5 feet up from the cooled lava that you can maybe, they do extend from one side to the other. They kind of meander a little, but they extend across the river. There are various other pieces of rock here and there, but that's like the clearest path over.
Oh, nice. No problem. Let's go, everybody.
I love the trail makers. Like they show up, they do the work, so I
Yeah.
can go and enjoy
Yeah.
it later.
Yeah, there's no cairns or anything, so you guys might be the first ones here for all you know.
All right.
Who cares?
That's what marks trails that people are crossing.
I suppose.
Anyway,
I'm gonna mold earth to try to smooth the terrain across the lava.
like the molten lava itself. I'm not
Yeah.
sure if mold earth works on molten lava.
Oh,
Does it? I don't think it does.
I
It's
mean
like loose
it's an
dirt.
igneous rock.
Yeah.
It says I can so with the spell I can create difficult terrain or reverse it. But I suppose reverse might be like make difficult terrain normal, not make it easy.
I think it's just like moving. Yeah, like a patch of dirt around
Okay.
loose earth.
What are the fire elementals up to?
They're mostly flowing downriver. Like they're kind of just. This is a very fire-rich charge. There's obviously a lot of magical currents here too, and they're mostly ignoring you. They're just kind of ripping their way down, almost like speed racers, doing their own thing. They kind of whip around these little rock steps occasionally.
So they don't go over them? Like if you're on the rock steps, you wouldn't get knocked off?
Occasionally they do. Yeah.
Yeah.
They kind of lick over it.
Mm.
A couple of them pause and kind of seem to regard you with like faceless, fiery forms, and then just kind of keep going. They're not super interested yet.
Lark heads towards the stones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Same
Safe
with
follows.
Scoot.
These stones, there's not enough space for a running jump from stone to stone. So I actually wrote down jumping rules if you want to jump from rock to rock. Standing jumps, you can go a distance up to half your strength score.
Oh no.
So some of the longer ones, you guys might need to find some way to help each other out.
How many are there?
Well, it's 200 feet, and they're all about 5 to 10 feet apart. So
This is a lot of
like
rolls.
30.
20?
You guys want to go take a break while we figure this
I'm
shit
not
out?
saying roll every single one. I'm just saying, like, if you have some way to like help the less strengthfully endowed members of SWOJ, you might, like some rope
Oh.
or
It's me. That was code for
That's
Yeah.
all of us,
Everyone
actually,
can
except for
see.
Scoot.
yeah.
Save us, Scoot.
There's one strong person in this party.
I'm worried about my weight, like pushing these things down, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was wondering if I could test it out in some way.
You can reach the first one pretty easily.
I think I should test the first one out. I'm
Throw
probably the
me onto
heaviest.
the first one.
Okay. I would like to throw Zay onto the first one as she has just requested.
It's no problem. It's very close. You just kind of thump her over, yeah. And you land on it. It's very solid. It's actually really cool to sit on. Like these rocks must have some great like heat filtering properties for sitting in lava.
Sure.
Yeah.
Hey, this one's good. Come on over.
Wait, are we all going to sit on it at
Is
the
there-
same time?
How big are they?
They're like 5 by 5 or so.
Okay, so like
They're kind of jagged. They're not like flat little platforms.
Sure.
Could Zay share one with somebody?
Yes,
Because she's small.
definitely.
Okay. The rest of us are medium, I believe.
Yep.
In size. So that's
You believe?
I don't know, man, it's been a while. We've all been cloned. I don't know what's
That's true.
changed.
So, okay. If Zay and I end up on the rock, then what? Because,
You're on a rock.
no, but Scoot can't throw us one by one across these
You could
stones.
fit 3 of you on a rock. I mean, it would just be very tight.
Right, but we
Right.
still have the same issue. We got 3 of us. How
They're
how
kind of
does
pointed. Like
Scott-
there's like slopes too, so you can kind of like brace yourself. You don't have to be like standing like right on the flat part in the middle. You can kind of like fit yourselves around it. I'm not worried about like many of you standing on one rock at a time.
Okay.
I just want to know what your MO is for getting across. Like they're pretty close to each other, so
Lark is an acrobat, and he has rope and climbing spikes.
yeah.
You go up and over.
I feel like I can be helpful here in some way.
Yeah,
Sure.
my acrobatics are also quite high.
So like one person's going ahead with the rope and then kind of like throwing it back and
So
helping
you're
pull.
saying I don't have a strong strength score, but I have a high dex, and I'm an expert acrobat. So can I actually leap from stone to stone, or it's too far?
Roll acrobatics.
You got expertise in this. I'm surprised you're not already on the other side.
Here's my thing,
Yeah.
Scott. This die you gave me to use sucks ass. So
I don't know what
Oh, that was the 20.
you just rolled my 20. Oh God. All right.
Do what I did.
All right. It's fine. 22.
22. Okay. So you could definitely like if you kept moving, Lark, you could like jump from rock to rock to rock. If you don't lose momentum, you could easily skip across the whole dragon. But if you slow down, it might become a bit more challenging.
So you can't leave anything behind for our.
So I can't spike it in at each place, but maybe I could spike it on the other side.
Yes.
Oh, but
Oh,
I don't
that
have.
would
But I don't
help.
have 200 feet of rope. How much rope did I pick up in that thing? 50? 100?
You could say 200.
Dang, this is a 200-foot rope. It is so light. I can't believe its tensile strength is super high, but it is as light as a feather.
Real elvish
Right.
rope.
Because we don't do encumbrance rules. Okay, I quickly go all the way across and drive a spike in using a rock that I found nearby because I don't have a hammer. And
So do you want to spike ahead and then I'll hold it on the backside and
Yeah.
make it taut so people
yes,
okay.
yeah.
Amazing.
Yep, that's what I did.
Cool.
Okay, so
And then I
Ilka
do
and
a big bow.
one of the fire elementals claps inaudibly.
Well, Zay claps, biggest fan.
Oh, nice.
Hey.
So I'm gonna like swing like a 6-year-old on the monkey bars,
Oh, yeah.
like overhand, just make my way across on that without even having to touch the rest of the rocks.
Okay, and Ilka?
I'm gonna see if Scoot can hold the rope up a little higher, like up over his head.
Oh, I hate doing this. Okay, and it's up.
Yeah, I'm ziplining.
Okay. You make it about halfway when suddenly one of the streaking fire elementals blasts through the rope and completely incinerates it.
Am I over lava at that point or over a stone?
Roll acrobatics quick.
That'll decide.
She rolled an 8.
13.
You splash a bit of lava on yourself. You take 7 damage.
Fire damage.
Like you dip your toes in briefly.
Yeah.
Smarts.
You need
And you
those.
scrabble up onto one of the rocks. And as you scrabble onto it, it seems like the river starts to kind of like pulse with energy. Like the fires kind of stoke a little, like the red cracks in the black lava rock glow.
Is that just random or because you touched it, do we think?
I'm guessing because I touched it.
Okay.
Ilka, are you okay?
I'm great. I gotta get over there.
The fire river's pulsing.
So the rope is gone now? Because it's been burnt?
Yeah, like the rest of it fell into the lava as well. I would assume it's mostly gone.
Did I make it all the way to Lark?
You ended across, yeah, 'cause you
Okay.
went first without stumbling.
And Scoot's still on the far side.
Right.
I'll go get more rope.
No, Scoot.
Okay. Oh,
You could probably jump it without too much of an issue,
Okay.
Scoot. Yeah.
I'm pretty
He's
decent
got
with
actual strength scores.
yeah. Scoot's been a jumper. I remember back when we were growing up together, he just wouldn't stop doing long jumps. That was what he did all the time.
What do you want from me?
Roll athletics just to see how you do.
Oh my God! That was a nat 1, folks listening at home.
Guess who's lucky?
Oh,
I took the lucky trait instead of points. So
Best speed in the
he just rolled a 2.
He's so lucky.
With his lucky.
He's so lucky.
Oh my God!
all right. Well, with that 2, which is better than a 1, I have 8.
Okay. Yeah, it's going okay. You know, the heat is kind of messing with your breathing. As you go from jump to jump, you get about 15 jumps in. Ilka, are you staying put or are you like making your way across as well? Are you like waiting for Scoot?
Am I able to make it?
It's tough. Like,
My strength half is 5 feet.
right.
So can I make it between any of these?
Yeah, it's risky. I mean, but you can try. Like, you can just start jumping. I mean, you have to roll.
If I see Scott on his way to me, I'm gonna wait because he can keep
Okay.
eating me.
So I have half the rope tacked on my side. How much of it is left? Like,
Did you like pull it in
Not
right away as soon as it got
much.
serious? stage?
Definitely.
Yeah.
I definitely did.
And then you maybe have like 30 feet of it left. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, how far did you go initially? All the way across?
all the way across.
You're good.
So Scoot, you're like jumping and landing on all fours on each of these like stone pedestals, grabbing,
Yeah.
and kind of sliding a little, jumping, grabbing, sliding a little.
I'm watching to cast Featherfall if he slips at all. I
yeah.
don't know how much it'll help. But
You make it about halfway across. You're a few jumps away from Ilka when suddenly all of the stones start to shift in the lava. First, they kind of wiggle back and forth, breaking up the molten lava below you.
I start moving faster when that happens.
And then they start to rise and kind of split. And these stone steps that you're jumping on quickly are revealed to be pointed scales on something massive coming out of the lava.
So what you want is animal handling.
Possibly. Especially the stones ahead of you as you're jumping, like lift out of the lava to reveal a red scaly tail with like 20-foot spiky scales coming out of it.
I want to say something. I heard when you slipped earlier and said you almost crossed the
Same.
dragon.
Did I say that?
you did.
Yeah.
Oops.
Oh, I didn't hear it.
I didn't hear it either.
Instead of river, you said dragon.
Oh, it's foreshadowing.
I'm riding a dragon!
I always miss out on the dragon.
Hi, Zay!
So Zay and Lark, you watch as your friends are lifted up on the back of this dragon. It's literally a 200-foot long, massive red dragon.
This is the coolest thing I've ever done in my life!
The whole cavern is rumbling. The ceiling is very high, so it has plenty of room to stretch. What's your reaction, Ilka?
I am clinging but elated.
Those are great.
What do we know about red dragons?
They breathe fire.
That's all
Generally bad reputation.
Like gold. Big fans of gold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do we have any? No,
There's some in my hat.
like 20.
Ilka and
Yeah.
Scoot, roll strength. As the dragon does like a dog-like shake, gets the willies out of it.
That was that.
The audience is stunned by Ilka's great roll, which was a 2. Folks listening at home.
Okay.
A 12.
Wait, you have
Oh.
a plus 10? What? Holy cow.
2.
Like, oh my God, what?
Ilka, you slide off the scale and land on one of its wing stumps.
Stumps.
Yeah, like one of the wing, like, what connects to the rest of the wing.
Oh,
It's like
okay.
a larger
Oh,
wing
yeah.
web. Yeah, you're kind of like bouncing on this wing web as it kind of stretches out.
Is there any sound when I hit it? Like, does it have a tone? What's this
A
thing
little
made
bit
of?
of a tong. And actually that little like shaking of the soft part of its wing is what gets its attention. It didn't even realize you guys were up there at first. And this huge, 30-foot dragon head cranes around slowly and just regards the four of you in your various states.
For the record, I got a 21.
Oh, you're holding on. Yeah, you're just fine. Yeah. Are you still like whooping and hollering up there? Like
I've
Dr.
probably,
Strangelove?
you know what? I think I've probably come to my
Nice.
senses a little bit once I realized the red dragon. I mean, do I have knowledge of the red dragons as well? Just kind of that basic.
I think that's pretty baseline knowledge in the Forgotten Realms.
Once that happened, the excitement probably wore off, and I went, "Oh shit! Shh! Everyone, be quiet! Don't wake up the dragon."
I think it's
He already
awake.
sees us.
I think it's very awake.
I don't think it sees me.
It's staring at the four of you very intently.
It sees me.
Have you been stuck down here too? Zay yells out to the creature.
You call out?
Yeah.
Says,
In common?
I don't know dragon.
I speak abyssal.
So in common, you yelled
In
out.
common, I yell that out, yes.
it says, that was a very nice nap. Why have you disturbed our Canthos? And like smoke spurts out of its nostrils.
Oh, our Canthos, not our.
Not our.
Our Canthos.
Yeah. Okay, nice.
Arcanthos, do you run into that a lot? Like people questioning your name?
If it's your Canthos.
Is it your Canthos or is it our? Shh. Sorry.
Is this a snack or do you have a purpose?
I mean, we could feed it a snack.
No,
that-
we're
we need-
definitely
That's
not a
us.
snack.
We are not a snack.
We're critical. We're very important to. It's our passage is critical to the to either sealing or unsealing the chasm.
All
But we're not
mortals
sure
think
which.
they are important.
Well, it's the in this case, I think we're justified because I mean, what would happen if the chasm were unsealed or sealed?
Arcanthos just stares. Says, give me one reason why I shouldn't cook you and eat you for disturbing my rest.
I'm poisonous.
Roll deception?
Where did you get these
You're-
dice, Scott?
Kendra, you're a halfling. Yeah.
I'm so tasty, she says.
Another
No.
one.
She rolled a nat 1 and then a
Three.
3.
What is up with these? I'm rolling my real die.
Arcanthos is opening his mouth and licking all of his teeth, one by one, very luxuriously.
Are you sure? Because that's a 5.
Yeah, no, he's written you off, say.
I have a reason, and
Stares.
my friend Scoot is going to tell you all about it.
We think we can be useful to you. You can get back to your nap, and we can go do your deeds.
Go on.
Well, we understand there's been a seal put over this chasm.
Because I can sense it.
Yeah. Do you like it?
I don't care.
You don't care. Okay. Do you have any relations with the land sharks?
I have lived for millennia. Land sharks are a surface nuisance.
Hey.
Tell me your deepest, most secret knowledge, and I might let you live.
The true path to happiness is your friendships, and we will be your first friends. We have a T-shirt around
Says
your
the poison halfling.
I didn't let you eat me. I could have let you eat me, right? And then where would we now?
no.
Do you say that to him? You bartering?
Sure.
Yeah, he looks at Lark and Scoot again, since you two are the ones entreating him.
We could spread word of your splendor.
He says, on a mortal's lifespan,
Do you want gold?
I want knowledge.
Did you know that inside of every bag of holding, it's connected in a separate dimension, the bag dimension, and there's this guy there named the Bag Man, and if you say his name 3 times, he'll hear you.
Seems a little far-fetched.
I mean, I would agree, but I've seen it with my own eyes. So if we had a bag, do you have a bag of holding? Because then we could prove it.
I do not.
Well, that's as awkward.
In your luxurious hoard.
But I mean, that's some knowledge you didn't have before. Here's another thing I'll let you know
Fair
about the bag man.
enough.
He's lonely.
See, and friendship
Yeah.
is the key to whatever I said earlier.
Yep.
What she said.
He was thinking very strongly about eating all of us.
The bag
Arcanthos
man.
sighs deeply and blasts Ilka and Scoot.
No!
with smoky ash.
Oh, okay. Well, that's
It just chokes you down. Like it's you're gagging on this
It's
like
like-
smoky.
The air quality.
Yeah, the air
Yeah.
quality just.
We
it's
all
like
kinda
you're in
know
the
what
middle
that
of
feels
Quebec
like
right
now.
Yeah. Oof. He says, "I have been napping for a long time. I should check on my old acquaintances."
Do you happen to know Zelopharn or Melopharn?
Oh, those are metallic dragons.
I'm just curious if you know them, because we've heard of those dragons too.
I know them not. They sound like bronze dragonkin.
They are, and Lark spits.
You don't need to perform for me, mortal.
Okay.
He says, he regards Lark and says, "You have given me some new knowledge. For this, you will be rewarded."
Thank you.
And he licks his teeth and spits out a tiny tooth that lodges itself near the two of you on the far side of the chasm.
Thank you.
It's like smoldering in the rock.
I go over to it.
Yeah, it's like one of his back teeth, and it's like the size of like a long knife. It's like it's fiery. It's got this warm
Oh,
aura
your
to it.
magnificence. This is an incredible gift. I'm so unworthy, but thank you.
He says, "Take it and break that seal or whatever you called it.
We will do that or something else when we figure it out.
Whoever's making it, tell them Arcanthos sent you."
We will.
Oh, okay.
I bow. Lark bows deeply. Thank you, Arcanthos, the great and powerful.
Those are some of my titles. Clearly, my legend has not died.
Yeah, we speak of you often, and your in your potency and virility.
He says, "Not things I was known for, but it's interesting how legends evolve, wouldn't you agree?"
I agree.
And he sets Ilka and Scoot down on the other bank if you let him. He kind of shifts his way over and dumps you off.
I tumble unceremoniously.
Yeah, you bounce off the wing membrane.
Zay, I ask, could I get a little ride for a minute? I always miss out on the dragons.
I jump off and I move
Scoot
away. I move away from the
I
situation.
run behind Scoot.
He's already turning away from you all and kind of submersing himself in lava. There's big waves of lava splashing out from the rubble. And there is a tunnel mouth ahead of you on this bank that you can hear the sound of rushing water coming from.
This is awesome. Now we've all had a ride on a dragon.
Every one of us?
Say sorry. Didn't mean to rub it in.
Someday.
So all of you, like substantially more courageous after your recent encounter with an ancient red dragon, find yourselves at the banks of a river. You move through a tunnel, a few hundred feet further, following the sound of the water. And as you go down this tunnel, things get a little murkier. The ground gets a little wetter and stickier. You all feel weirdly hungry as you go further down into the depths. You're getting kind of a vibe similar to when you went into the depths of the tomb in Waterdeep where you encountered an aboleth. Things are just kind of getting wetter.
That
And it
was
makes us hungry?
I'm
The
so
hungry part is new. That's different.
I'm so hungry, everyone.
If I had my
Mm.
pouches, I could help you.
Yeah. Did anyone get rations at any of the places that we stopped?
Can we throw?
It's like a starving feeling, like a pulling feeling in your chest. Not just like a little hungry, but like
Oh, that not like
Okay.
literal hunger.
yeah.
Oh, I see.
And ahead of you is this river. It's about 40 feet wide, rushing water through rocks. There's all kinds of craggy rocks in this part of the river that you've come to. And there's all kinds of flotsam stuck in the rock. There are various like planks, small pieces of wood. It seems like a lot of kind of like washout from up above makes its way down here eventually. And you even see a small, crappy-looking rowboat stuck in some of the rocks nearby. Otherwise, this kind of small landing that you found yourself on ends, and there's running water coursing around it. There's not really many other places to go, so
Would the robot accommodate all of us?
it would.
Say heads towards the rowboat.
Might need a little love.
The instruction was to ride the river of water.
Yeah, follow the river.
Yes.
Or ride
Ride
Ride.
it.
Ride the
I'm
river.
gonna
Ride it,
inspect it. I
Cross-
inspect the rowboat.
Cross the fire, ride the water.
Yeah.
It needs a little bit of like, patching up. It's definitely kind of leaky.
But we have that scale
You do.
that will fit one person Two?
3x3.
It probably wouldn't really
Me?
like be a boat. It's not like cup shaped enough
No,
or
like
balanced
like
enough.
a paddle.
It was for the fire.
Oh, you could hold on to it like a paddleboard. Yeah, you don't know if it
Oh,
floats
nice.
or not, but
I've got some seamanship in me. Do I think I can make some quick repairs? Do I see anything from my history where I could just jimmy something
you could
together?
definitely jimmy it together. Yeah,
right,
you've
let's-
got all the materials you need.
Yeah, I'll
some
just
tack, some clay.
grab
just
that,
patch it up.
grab some stone, just start banging things together.
Where'd
Yeah.
you get that tack, Scoot?
This is over there.
Oh,
In my pack of tacks.
it was part of the flotsam.
yeah.
There's,
Yeah,
I noticed there's-
exactly. You scoured the flotsam for tack, and then you use the tack to patch.
I'm going to
Yeah.
look for some jetsam.
There's
I
no
was
jetsam.
just wondering
What
if there
the
was any
heck?
jetsam.
Only flotsam. The jetsam is the stuff underwater, so you wouldn't see it.
What? Is that true?
I just made that up. I don't know.
Okay. I don't think that's accurate.
But why would it be flotsam is what floats, right? And then jetsam is what...
No,
like, it's
jet
like
is what was jettisoned from a boat. It's like
Oh, that makes
cast
sense.
off.
Okay, yeah.
Wait a minute. I also
She's
feel like
also
you're making that up.
That
I
sounds
think
right.
they're the names of two eels.
Hold on a minute. Let's just.
We're going to get sued.
Yeah.
Okay, so the rowboat is ship shape. You could all get into it
It's
without
ship
sinking.
shape.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
get it.
yeah.
Scoot,
Nice job, Scoot.
Scoot gets that joke. All right, so we can go down the river.
What did
Yeah.
you use to fix it?
Flotsam
Like a
and tacks.
And tack.
a thingamabob?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he used
Oh,
tack
what's it?
and flotsam.
He's got about 20.
Thingamajig.
It looks really.
But who
ship
cares?
shape.
Let's move.
Ship
I want
shape.
more.
I'd Scoot. Lark jumps in the boat.
All right. It buoys a little.
Say joins him.
I get ready to push the thing off.
Ilka?
Come on,
Right.
Ilka.
Gingerly
Okay.
step in.
Yeah, and Scoot, you navigate them around the rocks towards the center of the current,
Obviously,
and you start flowing down the river.
Do we have an oar?
I got an anchor.
You don't.
I just well, I guess I do have the anchor.
You're
Wrapped
rowing
in
with the
cement.
anchor?
You're strong enough. Yeah.
Well, it's a flowing river. I don't need to row. I just need to
guess.
steer.
Tack, yeah.
So I'm just using it as a rudder,
Yep.
which is a term for something on a boat.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, and
You're a good sailor,
I
Scoot.
really
do you have
good.
any lights now? Like, how do you see? Dancing lights still?
Yeah, they're like little blue fireflies right now.
Oh, okay, just
That
buzzing
makes me
around.
happy. Yeah.
So the tunnel walls in this river chute are very wet and very shimmery, and so this blue light kind of cascades all around you as the river picks up current and kind of gets steeper and steeper. It doesn't seem like it's showing any sign of slowing.
There's no earthly way of knowing which direction
You start to
we
see
are
bugs on the
going.
walls.
Started shaking my head before you talked.
Everyone make charisma rolls, charisma saving throws.
Why?
Just do
Okay,
it. Just do
all
it.
Charisma
All right,
saving.
charisma.
You can
that's
do it.
+2. Well, that's not great.
So what do you got?
14.
7.
22.
19.
Okay, so everyone except Lark manages to kind of keep you cool. The boat itself starts to get kind of sticky and murky and tarry, as if this like substance is congealing on it, like from the water hitting it. Like it kind of sticks and gets slimier as you go down. Lark, you start to have crazy ass visions. You are seeing like outer space and the depths of the ocean, and all of a sudden you start seeing glimpses as you kind of trance of this colossal obelisk, like Washington Monument style, with like floating in an endless purple void with all kinds of tentacles and tendrils like stemming from it in all directions. It's horrifying and it's bone chilling as you see it. And that just kind of gets worse as the current picks up and you start going faster and faster.
Scoot, steer us away from the tentacle monolith!
Huh?
The tentacle monolith! You're steering right into it! Nah!
Have we noticed
starts
any of
freaking
his
out.
shift?
Do you notice like odd movement in the water around you, as if there are things moving in the water, like many, many small things? Occasionally you feel like you see eyes looking at you, like little glowing eyes just peering.
Are any of them thumping into my rudder?
No, they're intangible.
I think Lark is putting his hands in the water to try to like steer us a different direction.
I would be pulling his hands back if I saw him trying to do
No,
that.
we gotta go. We have to turn.
You start to all feel this like pressure in your heads, this like whispering sensation, as if there's like something kind of worming its way into your psyches. You start to hear music like bum bum bum
I s-
bum bum bum.
I start looking for ways to beach this thing on one of the sides.
It's like smooth rock, vertical. There are no beaches. It's too fast.
I would prefer a beach.
And all of a sudden, the river spits you out. It's like you come out of the chute and whoosh, you coast a couple dozen feet and find yourselves in this wide cavern with black water below you.
Do my visions stop or they continue?
They stop.
Oh,
Is the song the minor thirds thing from before?
It's different, but it's also 7 notes.
That's what I was. Yeah.
Nice job steering around the tentacle monolith, Scoot.
I got you.
Thanks, buddy.
Ahead of you, maybe like a couple hundred feet away, you see stemming from the water, just kind of like it's sort of in the air above the water. You see these huge octopusy tentacles extending upwards hundreds of feet and disappearing into the crags of rock up above. It's like this kind of tunnel extending upwards like a big siphon. These tentacles are kind of thrashing around as if they're like being conjured up by the lake itself.
I steer away from those.
They
Yeah,
match
there's
the
more
one that
tentacles now.
They match the one that you saw up at the top of the chasm
I
when you were
take
entering.
back what I said. We need to get
So-
away from the tentacles.
I'm trying to get away from the tentacles.
Wait, is this the lake? We weren't supposed to go on the lake.
We weren't supposed to go in the lake.
Okay. Lark takes his hands out of the water quick.
Yeah, you don't see any beaches nearby. Maybe like in the far distance.
Oh,
You're kind of in the
man.
middle of the lake though, where this thing shot you out.
If we look down into the water, what do we see?
Again, like occasional eyes peering back at you, just like little white and golden shimmering eyes.
Can I see anything deeper than that?
No. Heck no.
I don't like this place.
I am trying to gently canoe paddle towards whatever shore is closest.
As you're paddling, as you're kind of like wheeling around, as the momentum starts to turn you, you see at like underwater where those spectral tentacles are stemming up from the lake, there's a bright white light that you can kind of just vaguely see. It's bright enough that you can see it even like 100 feet away. Just kind of glimmering in the depths.
Scoot, steer us towards the light.
No, steer us away from the light.
Okay, I'll do that.
What do you do, Scoot?
I just still looking for the beach, to be perfectly honest.
You see a beach a couple hundred feet away.
Yeah.
Scoot, there's a beach a couple hundred feet away. Steer towards that.
I want to
start
see
doing
the
that.
light.
There it is. Take a look.
You all at once hear a voice in your head, like an acidic, soft voice that says, "Who is this?
Oh, boy.
Have these children come to uphold Neverwinter's bargain?"
Scoot did say, oh, boy, out loud when he heard that, too.
Wait, was that one of you or was that in my head? I heard a voice. It was asking about a bargain.
Neverwinter's bargain.
Yeah.
The voice
Oh, you heard
says-
it too?
Do they bring more food?
Oh, this must be where they give the stone. Hey, we hear it just in
You
our
see
heads.
that
It's not-
light getting closer to you all. It's going much faster than your paddling, Scoot.
Can you hear us when we speak out loud?
I can hear it.
Oh, nice. Scoot, paddle faster.
I paddle faster. Stealth is no longer an option.
Zay looks to see if Lark has the dragon tooth at the ready.
I do. Well, I don't have it at the ready. I just have it.
You
I'm
just have
holding
it.
Yeah.
You can hold it like by the molar or by the root of the tooth. I mean, it's got a
Zay
little handily action.
moves close to Lark and kind of like gestures at it without actually saying anything, her eyes wide.
It's the dragon tooth. He threw it out before. Oh, sorry.
The voice says, "If they give us more food, we will spare them their lateness."
Well, now they're attacking our punctuality, and I don't approve of that.
Yeah.
I don't appreciate it either.
This is our first time, voice.
Yeah,
Wait,
we're
who's
here.
talking to us?
I am known as the starving elder, the hungering elder.
Oh, sorry about that.
We have a bad history with elders.
That's true. We also have not eaten in a while, so I kind of feel your pain.
Well, will you fulfill the contract?
Can you tell us more about that?
For 30 years, Lord Neverember and his friends have brought stones of great power to this lake every full moon and the witching hour, and in return, we sustain the seal over the chasm. The full moon has since passed. We will expect more stones in the next delivery.
Yeah, they're for sure going to bring more stones next time.
Good.
Yeah. Hey, what? So if you don't get the stone, then what happens? You break the seal, or how does
Yes.
that work? You do it.
Yes.
You do it. You break it.
Yes. All the horrors of the chasm will be unleashed upon Neverwinter.
So, for example, what would those be?
Demons,
And a family of friendly land sharks,
Yeah.
too.
What about the land sharks?
also land sharks.
But they seemed okay.
Yeah, they were friendly.
They just
They
wanted-
always do. Until they're in your basement.
That's going on the album.
And what do you do?
Not
so
that I
you-
know of such things.
and then what they feed you a powerful stone.
Yes.
And then what? Like, how does that? What
I demand great power.
Yeah.
I am willing to rest in this chasm until time unending, as long as I am sustained.
Okay.
You
And
use
in
that-
return, I will keep the seal and keep the city safe,
I'm so confused.
as Lord Neverember and his wizard companion bargained decades ago.
It's like extortion.
Yeah.
So
It's worked so far.
Yeah,
Zay
true.
thinks back to what she knows about the event that happened 30 years ago. What does she remember?
Oh, 30 years ago, there was a massive eruption of Mount Hotenow,
right.
the volcano uphill from Neverwinter, and that unleashed catastrophic destruction through the city, broke open a huge chasm on the southeastern part of the city, and all kinds of horrors started pouring out. And then Lord Neverember and some heroes sealed it through mysterious methods.
Which we have just discovered.
Yeah.
Perhaps.
Which we have perhaps discovered.
The voice says, "Give us the stone."
What will happen when they run out of stones? Surely
We
they're
will
not
arrange
infinite.
a new contract.
Oh, like what else would you accept instead of a stone?
Artifacts of great power, perhaps a mythal. Are you familiar with the dragon staff of Agairon? You are.
Yes. The one that we have, is that the
think
one we have in
we-
Waterdeep?
We've got two,
Yes.
right?
Friend.
Yes, we do know of the dragon staff of Agairon.
Similar objects,
Things that's that is powerful as
world-altering
that.
power.
Oh.
I don't know about that, but we do have a magic item closet back at Troll Skull.
That's true. So what do you? And then you eat these things.
Yes.
And what are you, voice?
Says, I am old. I was old when you were young.
That's not
I
that
am-
long ago.
I am the last spawn of the eldest.
Okay, that's.
That's all it says.
I think we should give it the stone.
What do you do when you're not keeping seals sealed?
Yeah. How do hungry elders pass their time?
I examine the mysteries of those that I eat.
Ah.
Do you have any further questions, mortals?
I mean, lots, but maybe
The water starts to roil.
Another time might be better. Ilka, we should give it the stone.
Is everyone in support of this plan?
I mean, we don't really
we
know.
don't want to unleash hell upon Neverember.
I don't care about that so much.
It's
Yeah,
not
but it would come out. It
Neverwinter.
wouldn't just be, hey, hungry elder. If the seal became unsealed and then a whole bunch of demons and awful things poured out over Neverember, would they stay in Neverember or would they spill out all over the Sword Coast?
You don't even know the name of the city. It's Neverwinter.
I mean, Neverwinter's what I meant. That's what I was thinking because I mean,
I
Lord
assume
Neverember.
they
is
would spill out wherever they seek to consume.
Okay, all right,
Demons are chaotic.
that's true.
But
That's
if
a
we
good point.
throw
demons.
the aboleth into the water, it will become a full aboleth, will it not?
Yeah, but
Yeah,
then the
well,
elder's
I-
going to eat it.
He's gonna eat it right away.
Because elders are,
Calamari.
yeah.
Don't
Okay.
aboleths have rights too?
It's like a no.
Yeah, they're monsters.
We're getting into some shady territory ethically.
This is where you draw the line.
This is it.
I'm interested in the aboleths and the land sharks. That's where Scoot lies.
Mm-hmm.
Wait a minute.
But it's also 3-1.
The
so-
light is rising. It seems like it's just below the surface. You can see vaguely, even though it's black water, you can see a large shadowy shape under the water.
Is that light you?
Yes.
Let's talk about it some more.
I don't know that's a very interesting thing for people to listen to.
I'm just trying to stall for time. That's what I'm doing now. So I can get my way.
It feels very weird to support Manchun, which
Wait.
would be
Is it? I don't know. I think we should throw it.
What is Manchun's interest in keeping this seal intact? What does that gain him?
It's starting to poke out of the water at this point.
Hey, what's Manchun's interest in keeping the sealed?
Yeah, youngest. What's going on?
Eldest, hungry elder.
youngest of the eldest.
Youngest of
What
the
does
eldest.
he have to do with Lord Neverember?
As it pokes its head, you can see that it's a large anglerfish dangle with a writhing ball of white energy on the end of it. And it's attached to a long viperfish-like body, smaller than the one you saw in the far realm. This one's maybe 100 feet long if you had to gauge based on the scale of the mouth. But it's just this huge mouth with glowing eyes and this long glowing dangle starting to poke out of the water and kind of circle you in your oarboat.
Hey, I think we saw a cousin of yours in the far realm.
How far away is the dangle?
From us?
Maybe like 50 feet.
Okay, where do you have that stone of galore?
Where it needs to be?
In the mouth of the hungry elder? In the gaping maw
Give us-
of the hungry elder?
What we desire, says.
Throw it.
Or don't.
No, but definitely do.
How far can I throw a dagger?
A
A dagger? You can't dagger an elder? What, you can do like
But I
1d4 damage
can't.
against a god?
No, with the dragon tooth. We throw the dragon tooth at the glowing ball.
How?
Did you say that out loud?
Wait,
No.
terrible things happened the last time we all died the last time we did this. Are we forgetting that?
Where is it? What pouch do you have it wrapped in?
I mean, the ancient dragon thought we should do this.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why he gave us the dagger.
As you're debating, you hear a whooshing noise.
Wait a minute. What?
as from up above, there's a sort of a whistling sound, and then there's this explosion of light as this starry, shining axe slices through the tendril with a dangle on it.
Oh, that's
and
my
drops
axe!
down and splashes in the water as you all see this glowing star metal axe held by little Joan of the Jolly Gents wearing
Shit.
a mask's outfit, slicing through the dangle, and it goes flopping through the air briefly before it gets caged by an orb of force as two other Jolly Gents like Spider-Man drop down from the ceiling on like steel ropes attached to their arms, their forearms. Joan splashes into the water. The entire cavern starts to shake as this happens. What do you all do as you start to witness this?
Wait, who are the other two? It's Joan, and who can we tell who the other ones are?
Well, one of them is holding a concertina on his hip, and you recognize him as 16-string Jack.
Wait, he's dead.
Apparently not. And the other one you
that-
recognize immediately as your friend Antediluvian Jake. He's got his tablet strapped to his back.
Antediluvian Jake, you son of a bitch.
Roll for initiative, everyone.
Yeah. Oh, I get to do this twice.
Oh, hey.
That's a 20.
Oh, nice.
You're actually gonna tank?
Probably not, because Justin's got to go, and he's
Mine
got
was a 20 and then it rolled over because we're.
I only have
11.
19.
21.
Nice. 21.
4.
So Scoot's first in initiative.
Okay. What are the odds I can get to that axe?
It's underwater right now with little Joan.
Okay. Like Little Joan went down, she threw it, and then she
She
dove.
was holding the axe, and she cleaved right through the tendril and
Oh.
splashed into the water.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, I'm not going to go for that. So the elder or the dangler fish is done?
It's thrashing around in the water, like writhing. The whole, like all the waters are cascading around and boiling up, and like large pieces of rock are starting to like shake loose from the ceiling.
I kind of feel like I'm at home at this, at least with the water and all that stuff.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, you're keeping the boat steady.
Yeah.
The dangle, the light, the power source is like bubbling in this like force cage in the air. It's just hovering in midair.
Okay.
But it seems to be contained, like it's not exploding like the last one did.
I guess that's probably good
Yeah,
because that time it killed us.
right.
Um,
So the two hanging Jolly Gents are like hanging from zip lines from the ceiling. They're maybe like 50 feet away, and then Joan is somewhere in the water.
and we're just on this boat.
You're on a boat,
Just on this.
in rocking water.
There's nothing really around then, right? We're just waiting for them, or waiting to see what Joan does.
And then there's the thrashing body of an eldritch being in front of you. Yeah. You can tell it's about 100 feet long. It extends kind of underneath where the other two Jolly Gents are.
So are we okay? I grab my axe, and I
Your anchor thing?
my giant anchor thingy. I'm just gonna ready in action the first thing that comes near the boat.
Okay.
Whether it's anything that looks like it's about to attack or disrupt the boat or knock people off the boat. In fact, you know what? I'm not even going to ready an attack. I'm readying balance. I want to make sure this thing stays steady for everybody else.
Nice. Yeah.
So because everyone else has better ranged attacks than I do, so I just want to be able to counter move whatever as soon as waves start rocking. I want to help everybody keep their balance.
It makes sense.
for a
You're already
round.
doing a good job. Yeah.
Okay.
Like, it's not that challenging unless you get close to the thrashing body of the hungering elder.
Okay, so we'll start there.
Yeah. Before we take Lark's turn,
Oh, also, I rage.
just instinctively.
Just instinctively.
16-string Jack calls out to you. He says, "Hey, if it isn't the heroes of Neverwinter," calls out.
I say, you're only alive because I didn't kick you into the rock.
You did kick him into the rock. He fell 100 feet and hit his head on a rock. How is he alive?
But I tried to kick him in the water. You know, if I tried to kick him in the rock, it would have been a whole different thing.
No,
He says, "Yeah, it hurt like hell."
Essentially, I saved his life is what I'm saying. So he owes us one. You owe me one.
He says, "I don't owe you anything. In fact, I think I'm going to enjoy this," he says. He says, "Before we leave, I think we should maybe deal with some stragglers. Rowan didn't do a good enough job last time." Everyone else is silent. Just like, "All right."
16-string Jack,
Lark, it's
you're
your
the
turn.
worst.
I'm just waiting for it to be my turn.
Yeah, Lark, you can go.
Where do you have the rock? Where do you have the stone on you?
on
I-
my person.
I can't see it.
I don't have a bag that I would have hidden it, so anywhere on me it's going to be visible.
You're holding it in your hand?
No, I would have put it like in my armor in my pocket, but it's large enough. I don't think
All right,
it
if
would
I
be
don't
like
see it, then
hidden.
Lark jumps in the water. He starts.
Ooh, okay.
Huh.
Lark, you immediately, where are you swimming to? Just like going
Towards Joan.
Okay.
I have my rapier out.
What?
Okay.
Yeah. I'm swimming with my rapier out.
Okay, the water, there are like, it feels like there are things pulling at you, and you start to feel like small mouths like biting at you.
Yeah. Also, Lark is not a strong swimmer, so I should bring that back up again. I'm like doggy paddling.
You're not carrying much, and you're able to kind of
Yeah, I have almost no
hover over the
equipment
area
left.
where she splashed down. She hasn't surfaced yet. Do you want to ready an action or just swim?
I'm gonna dive down and try to find her.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
At this point, the arena is thrashing enough that a couple large pieces of rock tumble down from the ceiling, like giant stalactites, crash down into the water, causing huge waves. But Scoot's handling the boat, so it doesn't tip over.
Yay.
And these rocks kind of boosh, boosh, boosh on three sides of the hungering elders' thrashing corpse, forming like small, like 20-foot wide islands around it, kind of like 20 feet apart. And from below you, Lark, a steel zip line like shoots out and anchors into one of those rocks. And little Joan starts like shooting up from down below.
I grab her.
Okay, roll grapple. Make a grapple roll.
This dice doesn't suck. All right, I'll try this one. God damn it! Grapple is a strength modifier.
Yeah.
So that is a +0, so a 2.
So you grab onto her, and she like the force of her shooting upwards with the zip line attached to the rock knocks you up into the air, and you kind of just go tumbling away from her and like face plant into the rock. You take about 5 damage as you smack into it, and you land kind of on the face of the rock while she like pulls up and then like lets go of the rock and lands lightly on her feet on top of it.
So I'm like hanging onto the side, or where am I?
Yeah, you're kind of like plastered on the side, like
Kinda
a
like
swatted
Spider-Man.
bug. Yeah, maybe like 5 feet down from the edge, but it's like a slope, so you can kind of like you're like sliding down right now, and you
And
have
how
climbing
far?
gear.
How far above the water am I?
Like 10 feet.
Okay.
Yeah, these rocks are all about like 15 feet or so above the water.
And how? Okay, so I have like 5 feet to climb
Yeah.
to get up. Okay,
Yep.
got it.
Meanwhile,
I'm sorry. Can you tell me how much I lost again?
5.
5. Thanks.
16-string Jack and Antediluvian Jake like set down upon 2 of the rocks that fell. So each of them is on a different rock, encircling this thrashing corpse. 16-string Jack starts to play his lute that he unstrings from his back. He starts to play a song, and immediately a ghostly band appears behind him and starts to rock out with him. And he, let's see, what should he do? He animates a rock. He animates the rock that he's standing on. He starts to play this discordant melody that lifts the whole rock out of the ground and starts to lumber towards your boat. And like a rocky spur breaks off from it and rises up to strike the boat that you guys are all standing on.
Get your stupid long fingers off my friend's concertina.
It was a 12 against the boat. Scoot, make it an opposed. Dexterity or strength, we'll say.
Yeah.
Ship handling, yeah.
Ship handling.
Yeah.
All right. 9 plus 3, so 12 plus my natural ship handling, which makes it a 49.
That's
Roll
a
with
good
it.
modifier.
So this huge lumbering rock in the water just comes crashing down, but you're able to paddle with your hammer oar away from it quickly, and you ride the currents as you see them flowing, because it's kind of pushing the water away from it as it hovers towards you.
Yeah.
And you manage to keep the boat aright as it misses you with its big crashing arm.
Towards the beach.
Meanwhile, Antediluvian Jake fires off some magic missiles at Lark, we'll say, since you're the closest.
I'm on the other side of the rock, so he can't see me.
But they're magic missiles.
That's a good point.
Important, everyone.
Who knows right off the top of their head out there? Shout it out.
You have to see them. Yeah, okay.
Nice.
So,
Thanks,
all right.
friends.
So instead, he's going to fire at Scoot.
Good. Bring it
since you're
on.
Steering. So you're going to take a little bit of damage, Scoot.
Not that much, though. Come on, do it harder.
+3, 4, 2, 1 plus 3 is 10 damage. Just 10 damage to you, Scoot. Poof, poof, poof.
5.
5.
Raging.
I raged.
Oh, yeah. And 16-string Jack calls out to him and says, "Can't you do better than that, Jake?"
Yeah, can't
Jake's
you do
like,
better
"I'm
than that?
sorry, I'm doing my best."
Oh, I missed the Jake voice.
And then the band that's playing also messes with y'all. 16-string Jack's band.
16-string Jack, your band sucks.
Everybody make charisma saving throws
Oh, no.
Why?
Nobody likes
as this
you.
haunting melody fills the echoing chamber.
Dang, you have a good die.
You just picked up
It's
the
the
blue die
gay one.
again.
God
You-
damn
I
it.
just gave you a different die,
I'm
and you
done.
just
I'm
rolled
done
that
with
die.
These.
5.
5.
21.
I want your die. You want
17.
Okay, Zay and Lark, you guys have disadvantage on your next attack roll as this haunting melody impacts you and you feel this sort of confusion. as all these
Okay.
ghostly band members appear in the air around Jack and start jamming out on their own instruments, and it's like this weird band all of a sudden.
Starting to feel like a
Rocking out.
Swiftie.
Yeah. But that takes us then to who's next? Ilka.
How far away am I from 16 string?
Maybe like 40 feet.
Oh no, that won't work.
You can jump out of the boat too and get closer.
I can't get in the water with this aboleth. Now
Oh,
we have
good call.
Ooh.
yeah, because now if it comes to life, the
It's
fishy isn't
unpredictable.
going to eat it.
Some
Hmm.
unpredictable
So now we just have a
circumstances.
rando aboleth.
If we got to the beach, you could chuck that thing.
How far are we from the beach?
I don't know. I just tried to use the quick wave that we got from the splash to
You're
maneuver
still like
towards-
100 feet away from the beach.
And I just need to stay in this boat.
Okay.
With
Or you could throw it in.
Well, actually, sorry, Jack came in on the hovering rock to smack you guys, so he'd be
gonna
closer.
say,
Yeah,
he
he'd be
felt
he'd be
closer.
like 20 feet away. Yeah.
good. Fuck him.
Joan and Jake. There's Jack, Joan, and Jake.
I hate that.
The other two are 40 feet away.
I
but
love it.
Jack is 20.
I want my spirit guardians.
Okay. What does that do? What does it look like?
In my case, they're little wretched like Hello Kitties. And they pop up around me. Each one of them sings like a half step off from the other. It makes
Oh.
everyone deeply uncomfortable.
Oh no.
So they hang out with me, and anybody who comes into that area needs a wisdom saving throw. And if they fuck that up, they take lots of radiant damage.
Great.
Yep.
Okay. Okay.
So now
So
our
go ahead.
I was going to say now our boat is protected.
Yes.
Very, very, very.
Nice.
Takes us to Zay.
Yes. Okay. So Joan is on a rock.
Joan and Jake are on separate rocks, and 16-string Jack is near you on a hovering rock that just tried to smash your boat. The thrashing corpse is starting to settle down, and it's kind of in between all these rocks.
And one of the rocks, the rock that Joan is on, Lark is also on.
Yes.
I wave a little.
Hi.
What are you going to do, Zay? Hi, how's it going?
I conjure animals.
Okay.
I would like to conjure bats and instruct them to eight bats and instruct them to like dive bomb the baddies.
Which one in particular? All of them?
Oh, that's fair. Joan, because she's near Lark.
Okay. Are they like small bats or are they big bats?
That is a fair question.
I think they might be large. Anyway.
Yeah, I think giant. I think I can get giant with a quarter.
I love not having spells. Attack.
Well, we can, if you want to check while we go to the next person's turn, I believe it's Scoot next.
Ooh,
Sure.
all right.
You have the bats go after that.
I've been keeping the boat steady.
Yep.
Everything seems to be going okay
Mhm,
with that. We now got some protection. You said we're about 100 feet away from the
Beach. Yep.
How far have I been getting with? When I was paddling, how far could I get in a round?
Oh, about 20 feet.
So 5 rounds at
Yeah.
this rate.
Yeah.
Anybody around I can attack?
Well, Jack is about 15, 20 feet up on this rock that just tried to smash you with his ghostly band jamming out along with his loot.
Wish I had anything to throw, but I don't.
What about that anchor?
I wish it was on a chain. It's 20 feet up.
Yeah.
I would like to climb it. It takes half movement. Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
For climbing?
Yep.
I have 40 feet, so I
Yeah.
can get to the top.
Yeah, no sweat.
Can you gotta like jump up to it, or how far up in the air is it?
What's 20 feet?
Oh, it's like at the water surface. It's just kind of like this rock
see.
lifted up and
I
Jack
got it,
moved
got
it with magic.
Okay. Yeah. So I want to go ahead and get up there with 16-string Jack.
Yeah, okay, you're up there with him.
All
What do you
right.
like to do?
I want to kick him off.
Kick him off?
Kick him off, just like I did last. Or
Shove
shove. Let's say
action? Yeah,
shove. Let's
yeah.
say shove. Let's
Go
not
for
get
it.
too
Go for
fancy. All right. This is athletics, or is it just an attack?
I believe it's an athletics roll, right?
It's going to be the same, by the way. It's +6.
Yeah.
I'm going to feel lucky again. I went from a 6 to a 7, so I'm at 13.
Yeah, he ducks around it. He kind of like swats at your kick and jives around you and laughs at you
That's fair.
mockingly.
That's appropriate.
He's such a jerk.
Yeah, but
says
I
it-
kind of earned
He
that.
says it's not going to work twice, Scoot.
Oh,
How
we'll
are you still
see about
alive,
that.
16-string Jack?
He just laughs at that. Are you like saying that from the rock?
Yeah.
Across the, oh, we're still alive.
This guy's a jerk.
It's your turn, Lark, then.
All right, I'm gonna climb
Oh,
up.
my bats.
Ah, the bats. What do they do?
Oh yeah.
They are going to bite Joan.
Okay.
All 8 of them.
So you want to roll it as one roll?
No. Can I do like half and half, 4 and 4, just in case I suck
Yeah,
at
speed it up. Still not good.
Okay, so the first 4 miss. It was a 6. And then 16.
That'll hit.
Woohoo! Okay, so then 4 of them hit. Okay, so then damage would be
1d6 plus
so
2.
4,
6, 10,
6.
18,
I'm gonna go with what you're saying.
and 24 total.
It was 1d6 plus 2.
But for 4 bats,
For 4
right?
bats.
So
Okay.
it'll be
Yes.
24 damage.
24 damage to Joan.
Okay. And she just bellows and gets really angry and starts trying to grab them out of the air, but they're moving too fast, and it's dark.
And they're giant.
And they're big. Yeah. Okay. It's Lark's turn then.
I'm going to climb up the rest of the way.
No sweat.
Can I, so with that movement, do I still have an attack turn?
You do. Yeah.
All right,
Easy.
well, then I'm going to attack.
How does
Joan,
that
you
look?
suck. I can't believe I can't believe you killed us.
She doesn't seem affected.
So I have a 19 to hit.
That definitely hits. Are you
Let me s-
attacking with a rapier?
Yeah, with my rapier and offhand with my dagger that I just got.
Nice.
With my rapier, did you say?
I don't know how to say words.
Rapier?
Rapier?
All right, that's a. Let me roll my offhand attack.
Yep.
Okay, that's hits again. So that is a 15 damage.
Okay. With the rapier, and then
With the
Both?
first with the rapier, then with the offhand attack.
okay. So when the dragon tooth hits her, like a small wave of fire like gouts out from it, like magically conjured as if it.
I was
breathes
using my
out.
dagger, but on second thought, I used the dragon tooth.
Oh, fair enough. Joan succeeds on her saving throw. It functions like a burning hand spell.
Oh, dang, this
She
thing's
takes
awesome.
half 3d6 damage.
So you want me to roll the 3d6?
Nah, sure.
That is an 8.
Yeah. She roars at you and then calls out to Jack and says, "Jack, this is a waste of time." And he says, "No one's watching. Let's get rid of this trash."
We're watching.
Um,
You guys are the worst jolly gents. Your issues of the comic book are the worst.
he says, "Who do you think wrote those comic books?"
Wait, did you write those comic books?
he drops the lute and starts jamming out on the concertina. It's obviously Ilka's concertina. You recognize the sound.
Oh, I thought he was playing that already.
No, he
That was
switched. He
his
switches
lute.
instrument.
Oh.
And the concertina, when he blasts that out, like spectral notes swirl around the whole room. Everyone make dexterity saving throws.
Ooh.
Dex saving throw.
Yeah.
All right.
15.
15.
16. There it is.
Well
That's
done,
a nat 20 plus 4. I have a nat 20.
Oh.
24.
So do I.
Good job, guys.
Wait, you got a nat 22?
Yeah.
Bravo,
I got
bravo.
that was a reaction, right? So I got advantage with my what's it called?
Advantage.
saving throw. Yeah, it's 8 damage for everyone who fails and 4 for everyone who succeeds.
Wait, how much?
4 damage.
8 damage is the base roll. So 4, or if you're having it,
Am I still wearing the Displacer Beast cloak?
I assume so, unless you took it off.
Then
He did.
I take 0.
Take it off.
Screw you, Kendra.
I mean, you've been down there for a while.
I
Yeah.
remember. Sorry, I just listened to the episode this
It's all good.
morning.
Yeah,
Maybe he was like
you said
not
4.
gonna wear
You
it.
said 4.
4.
Okay, so it's
Yeah.
2 for me.
When it's subjected to an effect that allows dex saving, do we just do a dex saving throw?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Evasion. That's half damage.
You don't take 2, you take none, I think, if you succeed. That's
I'll take 2 and we can move on.
okay.
Okay.
Sounds good. Then he also angles
Oh,
his
yeah, no damage.
his concertina around.
That would be my concertina. Thank you.
Oh.
Well, not right now. He points it at Zay, and fires off a powerful chord that explodes around you, like in this burst of psychic energy. Zay, make a charisma saving throw.
That was a secret chord.
Yeah,
Does it please the? Never mind.
please him.
8. I fucking hate that.
Here, this
Okay.
one, I just rolled a nat 20 on this one. You want to switch?
Zay, you take 25 psychic damage as this explosion of psychic energy erupts
Whoa.
around you.
Dang.
You also have a -2 on all of your attack rolls and ability checks right now, as you feel
Jeez.
this like staticky burn in your mind.
16 string is the worst.
And he just laughs at you. Meanwhile, Joan unslings her giant axe and fires, with a bonus action, fires off this grappling hook onto the ceiling behind you, Lark, and then just like launches into you with her axe and tries to take a swing at you. As she Spider-Mans up towards the ceiling.
Is this an attack of opportunity? Can I like
Nope,
grapple?
there's no attack of opportunity. Zooms by. But she rolls, let's see. She's doing 3 attacks. So I guess she like swing, and then do it. So 3 misses. 5 will also miss. Okay, she's doing really bad. That's a 3, a 5, and a 5. And her attack bonus is 8. So 13 does not hit.
Does not hit.
Yeah, you just duck and dodge, Lark. Like a pro. And she launches up towards the ceiling. About
Joan,
60
you
feet
suck.
up.
Did I see all that?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
I said, looks like it might be too much axe for you there, Joan.
Yeah. She growls and gets really mad at you, Scoot. She's coming for you.
Good. Bring it on.
Yeah. Jake is like, I'm sorry, my friends, and he fires another set of magic missiles at Lark this time.
You don't look very sorry.
I can't help it.
Yes, you can.
I really can't.
Turn away from the dark side. What are you talking about?
Lark, you take 10 damage
Did he hit me? Okay. Ow!
as it goes to Ilka's turn.
Shatter that son of a bitch.
Jack
Yeah.
or Jake?
Oh, at this point, Jack.
16 string?
Yep,
Okay.
16 string.
Okay. So con saving throw? He fails. He gets
Good.
8.
Good for him. Love that.
Nice.
Great. Yeah, he's not inorganic anymore.
Not yet.
That you know of.
I can adjust that. Beautiful. 18. Thunder
18,
damage.
Okay. And it blasts away a big piece of this rock that he was animating.
Are the ghostly figures affected? Or do they exist? Do they take damage?
Your ghostly figures?
His.
From the loot.
Oh,
The band.
So you shatter the loot, and the concertina goes flying out of his hands and splashes in the water.
Towards me?
Like 20 feet away. Yeah, pretty close.
Okay.
So he's without an instrument, and the band immediately vanishes.
Good.
And he growls. And Joan says, "It's time to go, Jack."
Then I throw Bardic Inspiration at Scoot. Sounds like Billy Joel's Captain Jack.
Got it.
Nice catch.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
I thought it was a die at first.
She literally threw Bardic Inspiration at him.
And Jack's concentration is broken, so the big rock he was animating, big chunk of it blows off, and it lands thunk in the water. Still again.
I was also on that.
So then you're on the rock as well.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. Did you roll concentration for your bats? Do you have to concentrate for that or no?
I don't.
Okay, then you're good. What's your turn then, Zay?
So right now we have Jack on top of a rock
Yep.
with no instruments. And
That
we
you can
have
see.
a concertina 20 feet or so away from him
In the water.
in the water.
Joan is somewhere up by the ceiling. Jake is on his own rock, just kind of firing off magic missiles and looking scared.
Which direction does it appear to me that the concertina is flowing?
It's just
Towards
sitting
us
in
or
the
away
water.
from
It's
us?
not, there's
It's
not a
just
current
sitting
in the lake.
water.
Yeah.
There's not a current in the lake until.
Hmm.
I'm going to concentrate and I'm going to redirect the flow of the water with whatever it contains up and over the rock that Jack is standing on, 100 feet below, like up over, and just to knock him right off that stupid.
Scoot up there too?
I'm up there too, on a different rock, but that's fine.
Well, I can redirect it, however unlikely.
Oh, you could
Says
part it
so
right over
right
Scoot.
here.
However unlikely.
Right at the guy who just hit me for however much.
Nice, great.
Yes.
So does that
Some-
do damage or just knock him off?
It just will knock him into the water.
Does he get a
so I'm
saving throw?
redirecting the flow.
Is it a dex save or something?
It doesn't say. I guess I can if he can make it through, if he can stay on top of that rock with 100 feet of water.
He got a pretty good save, so we'll say it knocks him prone, but he doesn't slide off yet. He takes out a knife and holds on to the edge of the rock.
Okay.
Does the concertina go somewhere too, or what are you doing with that?
No, it's very precise.
Right. So I mean, if you wanted to move it along with that wave, you maybe could.
Sure, I move it in such a way that the water, because I'm such an expert from having used this spell once, that
You're getting there.
that I push the water towards him, and that makes it the rest of it flow. Like the absence of it makes the
Mhm.
concertina flow towards us.
Okay, great. So are you guys in the boat, or Ilka and Zay, or towards
Yeah,
us?
I'm
What
in
do
the
you mean?
boat.
I'm in the boat,
Okay.
trying not to get wet. Is the concertina within reach?
It's washing towards you, yeah.
Is it within reach?
Yeah, it gets there, yep.
Great. I get it back on my person, and I look immediately more alive than before.
Yeah, visibly, like skin knits together.
Yep.
Wow.
Get in touch and go there.
Scoot,
Yes.
it's your turn.
All right.
Oh, Bomb of the Summer Court on me.
Is it
Bonus action.
Whoosh.
Heal for 10.
Scoot, you're standing over 16-string Jack.
All right. Does he have any last words or current words?
Seems to be reaching for like the side of his pant leg.
I hit him.
Okay.
That's all that's going to take.
Okay.
I hit him. Let's see. 12 plus 6. 18.
18 hits.
18 hits. That's going to be attack 1.
Mhm.
Attack 2 is going to be less than that. 13.
Roll with advantage because he's prone.
Yeah, 16.
Yep.
Okay. What did we decide the damage on this anchor concrete slab was?
It was 2d6 plus
2d6
strength.
plus strength plus rage.
Right.
So plus 5.
Right.
So 4 plus 5, 9.
Nice.
7. So the other one, 11.
So 20 total.
Yeah.
Wham, wham. Does the concrete break off? Like how?
It was designed, it was
Yeah.
just a camouflage thing. It wasn't
Sure.
supposed to be functional. It was only just to, because people were looking for a half orc walking around
Yep.
with a big silvered anchor.
Yep. So
now,
16-string Jack like craters into the ground a bit as the concrete shatters on top of him.
Okay.
Do you move at all or just stay put and just tower over him?
I would really like to make sure that he's not going for that pant leg. Whatever's.
He's still going for it.
All right.
Yeah.
I assume since I used up my action, I probably can't do anything about that for a little while.
So how far away is Joan from me?
Maybe like 50 feet up by the ceiling.
I can't reach her.
He's zipped up there.
How far away is Scoot and 16-string Jack's rock?
They're about 20 feet away.
It's them. Where's Jake?
Also about 20 feet away.
What
With
the
a
heck?
running jump, you might be able to make
Really?
it. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna running jump over to Jake.
Okay, roll acrobatics just to see how you do.
Okay, I only roll a 5, but acrobatics is my specialty. 15 plus
Okay.
10 on
Ridiculous.
that.
I mean, we'll say you can get there. It's not your full movement distance.
It's half.
You alight on the edge of the rock. What would you like to do up there?
Is he's on top?
Yeah.
Can I climb up to him?
Yeah. Yeah. Like you alight on the edge of it, like on the top. So you're facing him. He's like 5-10 feet away.
And what's he doing? Are they readying another
No, he's kind of
magic
cowering a
missile?
little. He's like, Lark, I don't want to do this. Don't.
I will. That's it. I'm gonna have my rapier out, like at him, like up to his throat or whatever. But I'm just gonna stop here.
Okay. And he's like, please, my friend.
I don't feel like you're my friend. You just you killed me. If you don't remember,
He says, it was out of my control.
I'm unconvinced, but I'll stay here, still holding my action.
All right, the bads take their turn now. Jack is going to try to stand up. If you want an attack of opportunity, Scoot.
Oh, absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Does it has to be an attack. It can't be like a grapple or something.
I think so, yep.
18
Yeah,
plus
definitely.
a bunch of stuff. To another 9.
All right. And he finishes reaching into his pant leg and grabs a small metal triangle out. And he kind of like takes a couple steps away from you and just jams out on the triangle super loud. and immediately this ghostly band appears behind him and they're all jamming out on triangles and it's really, really discordant.
I was going to say, it
painful to
doesn't
listen
have to sound good.
No. Everybody make Constitution saving throws.
Just like chow time or what?
17.
Okay.
Oh, jeez. Yay.
I kept the murder die for myself.
Con save, you said?
Yeah.
12.
26.
5.
Okay. And Zay, what'd you get?
17? 18.
Okay.
Yeah, 18.
Ilka and Lark take 12 psychic damage from the thunder damage, from the
Right,
jangling.
I rolled a 12.
Sorry. Yeah, you got 12 damage from the
So I rolled a 12. I still got 12 damage. Yep.
Yep. You guys take 6.
Okay.
It's halved.
Not for me. Psychic does not. Oh, yeah.
It's thunder.
It is thunder.
Yeah.
Halved.
Na 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 na.
And you guys are also like knocked back like 5 feet. It's just this blast of this noise hits you.
I'm standing on top of a rock above the water.
Yeah, but it's like a 20-foot rock, and you're kind of
Okay.
away from the edge to get to.
Okay.
I'm in a boat
Yeah, so you just get knocked back to the edge of the
into
boat.
the boat.
That's good.
Yes.
Off the boat would be bad.
Yes. Very bad.
Do any of these characters seem to have any of my stuff?
Unclear. They don't have like a bunch of bags. No, there's the axe and the concertina, but otherwise it seems like your stuff is missing.
No sickle of windiness?
No. Joan, fires off another zipline grappling hook from her other elbow, and it pierces the pillar right next to you, Lark. She comes flying towards you, axe in hand, and comes screeching in. What's up? Say
The bats.
the bats. Do they attack too?
Yeah,
We skipped them this round.
we
so,
did.
Um,
If they can come after Lark.
Okay, yeah.
Maybe.
we'll do the bad guys first. So she takes 3 attacks on you, Lark. The first one, she rolls a 10,
Miss.
which is an 18.
Oh, hit.
Yeah. 22, also hit.
Yes.
And then a 12.
I love how you asked 22 with a question at
I
the
like
end.
to be playful.
That's a term for it, yeah.
Yeah.
That's a word.
And cruel.
Okay. The first attack does 7 damage to you. Some of that is fire damage, Lark. It's 5 normal and 2 fire damage. The other attack, however, hits you for 8 normal and 5 fire damage. As this star metal axe explodes into you,
So 19,
and not too much
and I'm going to take half damage.
from the physical, so it'd be 4 less. It'd be the biggest amount you could cut off, so it'd be 15 damage.
15.
Chunk.
Good job, Tank.
Yeah. And then,
Joan, what are you doing?
and Joan
we were
says to Jake, "What are you
friends."
doing, Jake?"
Joan Lee, why are you so mean to us?
Meanwhile, Jake says, "He has power over us, Lark.
I feel like you could resist if you wanted.
I'm trying to."
Wow, that's
He's-
an assumption.
He says, "Take this," and he like unstraps his tablet and drops it.
I quit grab it.
Ooh, that
Okay.
is
I don't know
like-
if I could do that when it's not my turn, but
He says, I can't resist much longer."
you can. I
Please.
believe in you. I do magic fingers
Going
at
on
him.
6 seconds here. He says, "We're all prisoners of crooks, Lark.
Except as Manchun.
He will doom us all."
That's for sure.
And that's all Jake can say. Takes us to
The bats.
the bats. What do the bats do?
They attack Jack.
They were
Jack,
around
Jake.
Joan and Jake. I don't remember. Yeah, which one were they around?
Jack. No, Joan. They
They
were
were around Joan. Yeah, and so she
yeah.
zipped away and then came over to Jake, and so they could fly over to where they are now, or wherever you want them to.
Okay, they'll fly over there, and I'll do 4 and 4 again for
Okay.
rolls. 12,
Miss.
17.
That hits on
Woohoo.
Joan.
Okay.
D6
D6 plus 2 piercing damage. Okay. So 1 hit is 3, math, 9, 14, 18.
Okay, so they're like landing on her and latching into her, and she's roaring. She is smothered by these bats at this point. 14 damage total.
No, did I say 18?
Did you?
I heard 18.
18?
Yeah, 18.
Okay.
Thank you.
Takes us to, we said Ilka, right?
We said Ilka?
I think
Did
you didn't get
now.
your turn. Yeah, it's your turn, right?
Oh,
Because the bad guys went, so.
Dissonant Whispers needs to be friends with Jack.
Yeah.
So he makes a wisdom save,
He
con
needs that.
save.
Yep.
I thought he was just going to be like a bit player one episode.
Yeah, I thought he was
No.
dead.
Yeah.
I believe he
back with a
fell 100
vengeance.
feet, hit his head on a rock, and still alive. That seems unreasonable.
You notice that his head is like perfectly healed too. Like there's no wound whatsoever.
What the heck?
Maybe he's a clone.
Well,
Sucks.
He rolled pretty high. He got a 16 plus 2, 18.
yeah, it's enough.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, my wretched little noise does not impact him as I would hope.
Wretched little noise.
So meanwhile, I will just healing word back at Zay.
Oh, thanks.
And we'll go to Zay after that.
Oh,
You get 7 back.
So you're on the boat still, with all this stuff flying around up above you.
is there anything? Okay. I'm going to trying to think if there's anything I can do to help Jake. I'm going to cast a moonbeam on Jane.
You pointed at me.
Is that her name?
I was like, I'm not there.
Yes.
Joan.
Joan, little
Thank
Joan.
you.
Little
There's
Joan.
Jack and Jake.
Jack and Jake and
Joan.
Joan.
Yep.
The 3 J's. Okay, so she makes a wisdom save? Or con? I don't remember what.
Con.
She gets a 14.
I beat that.
Nice. So what happens?
A silvery beam of pale light is cast upon her, and she's engulfed in ghostly flames of searing pain.
For how much damage? The bats are going to take it too.
Only 4 of them.
Yeah.
Okay. 2d10 radiant damage. So
Wow.
18 half if she has a successful save.
She did not, so
Okay, and she'll revert to her original form if for some reason she's not actually
This
little Joan.
is her original form,
Okay.
it turns out. Yeah.
They're all
Yes.
dressed as masks, by the way.
Yes, they're all
okay.
wearing like black leather armor.
Mm.
Jake has like the silver half mask, like he was imitating the wizard. Or not Jake, sorry, Jack. 16-string Jack was the leader this time around. All three of them have, on both arms, they have these like coiled grappling hook apparatuses that they seem to have used to climb on the ceiling on
Those
the
are
way
pretty
in.
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. We should probably get some of those.
Yeah, no kidding.
Takes us around to Scoot.
Do we still have a giant glowy fish thing thrashing in the water? Has that
It's
been...
starting to subside, yeah. It's
Okay.
getting more and more mellow.
And the viper, was that a phantom or is that still around?
The
viper
sorry,
fish? The whole thing is the viper
The
fish?
whole thing is the viper fish.
Thank
yeah,
you.
this big body.
Okay. So
It's kind of floating on the surface.
I just got 16-string Jack still in front of me.
Yep.
And he's playing a triangle.
Right, yeah,
Last I
he's
heard.
jamming out on it right now.
Okay.
Ding-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling.
I should discourage him from doing that. Is he starting to look roughed up at all?
Not so bad. Joan's been getting most of the hits.
Thought I've been over here doing stuff, but I guess not. I better pick this up a little bit. All right. Giant axe, silvery thing. I'm going to just keep swinging.
The anchor?
Yeah. Yep. 16 plus a bunch.
Do it.
Okay, and then 15 plus a bunch.
Yep.
All right. 10 plus 5, 15. 7 plus 5, 12. So 27? 27 damage? 27 damage.
Okay.
End of turn.
Simple. Each time you smack him, the ghostly band disappears for a second, and then he starts to jam out again, and it winks back into existence again. So the music's kind of like stuttering as you do that.
Jamming out on a triangle.
Didn't break his concentration at all with that.
He's getting angry. Lark, it's your turn.
Good.
Now. So you just picked up the tablet. Joan's getting moonbeamed right behind you.
Yeah. I still have some of the rope left that didn't get burned away because I reeled it in really quick.
Yeah.
Is Antediluvian Jake amenable enough for me to quick tie him up, or would he resist?
Unclear.
Jake, can I tie you up quick to help you fight off Manchun?
You can try.
I'm going to try really
Malark.
quick. I'm going to try really quick to tie him up.
Okay. So you throw the rope around him.
Yeah, I like
start to cinch it.
Yep, I'm tying really good knots.
Okay, and his arms are kind of pinned by it, but it takes a bit. He's letting you at this point.
Yeah.
And Joan's like, "What are you doing, Jake?" As she's getting moonbeamed.
I won't answer her. Ilka, maybe we should give the Stone of Galore to the Hungry Elder.
Hungry Elder's dead.
Why is it? I'm not sure.
Pretty sure it's dead down there. You've said corpse.
All you had to do was cut off.
It's pretty corpsey looking.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah.
It seems like the source of its power was that ball that's caged, hovering in the air between these three stones.
Man, if it was so easy to kill, you'd think somebody would have done it earlier.
Honestly,
one single swing of the axe was to kill a god.
They wanted it to save Neverwinter.
Has that cage fluxed at all with all the activity, or has it just been staying steady?
No, it's been very constant.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, like the ball of writhing light inside of it has been trying to expand occasionally.
Yeah,
as if it's like somewhat unstable, but it's just beaming bright light, illuminating the whole space.
Okay.
Without, do we get the sense that without that Hungry Elder alive, is the seal in danger of being ruptured, or was that the thing that would have?
You have no idea what the status of the seal is right now. Yeah.
Okay.
Has the rumbling gotten worse though? Because it's been kicking up during this.
There's no rumbling aside from what's happening in the lake right now. You gathered coming in that the rumbling was caused by those spectral tentacles that were banging away at the seal before. That has since stopped because the elder had got chopped.
I'll sit down next to the tied up Antediluvian Jake and ask what his password is to access the to the X of the obsidian tablet.
So the tentacles are banging at the seal, but the tentacles come from the Hungry Elder.
Yeah, it was like it was just trying to get some attention. Essentially,
it's a cat rattling the tin dish.
Yeah.
Great.
So you're just sitting down next to Jake?
Yep. We're talking about his obsidian tablet.
He says, "Log, there's no time. My will is slipping.
Yeah, but
Crooks
you're tied
is
up.
overpowering.
You're tied up, so now it's safe.
Listen, he plans to break the wall, and as he says that, his eyes like gloss over, and turn white, like opalescent.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Hey, like controlled Antediluvian Jake, what wall are you talking about?
And then he turns into mist in the rope around you. He disappears.
Oh man.
And reappears next to the on the floating force cage, kind of like levitating for a bit. Before he holds up this small stone, this small like greenish stone, similar to the one that Rowan Crooks gave you all once upon a time. and utters a magic word, and just whoosh, the whole thing like twists in reality and disappears as he shifts out of existence.
Did he say rupture the wall? Was that the thing he
Break the wall.
break
So
the wall?
Crooks plans to break the wall.
That's what my sister told me to do, which
Yeah.
I didn't hear because I'm not nearby you at all.
Hmm.
At the same time, Joan tries to step out of the moonbeam, so she pushes out of the bats, and tries to take a running leap towards the space that Jake was occupying as well, and she holds out a similar green stone. You can take an attack of opportunity if you want to like get close to her, Lark. You were pretty close.
I'm close to Joan.
You were like 5 feet away from
I
her.
definitely do. I
yeah.
definitely do.
So you leap up.
24.
That hits.
So I'm at 13. 13 on my main hand. 13 off rapier damage.
Damage? Okay. What about the offhand?
That's
That's attack of
roll it.
opportunity, so it's just one.
Let's see. I don't get to
Yeah.
roll my offhand, right? No.
Yeah.
Yeah. 13. 13 damage.
That's enough. She kind of like stumbles and falls in the water. And immediately like all these small fish like bubble out of the water and start to like chomp on her, like little piranha style things. She's like thrashing in the water. She's not down.
She doesn't like it.
She does not like it.
Does not like
16 string Jack also holds up a similar talisman, and reality starts to twist around him.
Get it,
as he starts to
Scoot!
shift away.
it. Do I get an opportunity on that, or?
I don't
No?
think so. It's an
Okay.
action. So
Alrighty.
yeah, he just winks out right in front of you.
I
Scoop.
say, hey, what are you doing? Oh.
What happened to Joan's stone? Joan's stone.
It tumbled into the darkness as she leaped forward.
So it's like in the lake.
Yeah, it's sinking down.
It's not my turn.
Yeah, so we can go out of combat for a bit as Joan.
Oh, okay.
Joan is no longer a threat. She's almost unconscious as these fish are nibbling away at her.
Is that axe nearby?
Yeah, I guess it would be over by Lark at this point.
Scoot your larks. I mean, Scoot your axe is over here.
Yay! I would like to go over and get that.
I try to lift it up to throw it to you, but I can't quite. It's too heavy.
I'll trade you this anchor.
You're like 20 feet apart, so you jump in or?
There's no. Oh, yeah, well, I guess I'll wait. If I'm not going to jump for the axe, I'm just going to jump into spectral piranha.
Ilka, you're still on the boat,
Mhm.
so you can kind of help steer it around with your equipment if you want to.
Yeah, I
Pick
want to
up the
get us
pieces.
over to dry land.
Okay, what about Joan? Is everyone just leaving her there, or is she?
I tell one of my bats to go grab the axe and bring it to
Oh, sure. Okay.
Scoot.
I sigh. We should probably rescue her out of the water
Yeah. How much gurgling do we allow before we grab her?
when we intervene. She just
Yeah.
kind of rough us all up.
She's making death saves, yeah.
All right.
Fish her out.
Someone go pick up the storyline.
And on the far side of the lake, you hear a commanding voice say, "In the name of Lord Dagult Neverember, drop your weapons and come ashore."
Can we see who's saying that?
You see a shimmering contingent of soldiers off on the beach about 100 feet away.
That's the beach I've been trying to get to this whole half hour.
An elderly, commanding-looking man in like regal garb and shining plate armor with like seals on his chest and flowing red hair seems to be leading this contingent of at least 20 guards down the stairs.
Don't worry, sir. We defeated the Manchun our people. I wave.
As you're like dragging Joan's corpse onto the boat.
I'm still up on the rock. I don't know how to
Yeah,
get
okay,
down.
Okay. Well, any last words, everyone?
Is she?
You're welcome.
You said corpse. Is she actually dead?
She's corpsey. She's
Corpsey?
not dead.
Corpse-like.
She's unconscious.
You
Yeah.
pull her up in the boat.
To them, she
Yeah.
looks like a corpse.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I carefully keeping the aboleth from getting wet.
Can I jump down into the boat?
Yeah.
Okay, I jumped down into the boat.
Whoosh,
Do we go
whoosh,
back to the
whoosh.
beach?
Yeah.
Does there
Sure.
appear to be any other way out?
Okay. I go up to
Yeah.
the shimmery guy in charge and shake his hand. You're welcome, sir.
The line of guards in front of him immediately like point crossbows and swords at you all and are treating you like a serious threat. And they all hold their shields up and say, prepare to attack! Defend Lord Neverember!
Twin Portals is produced and edited by Scott Hebert. The adventure is created by our Dungeon Master Matthias Valero, and the rest of the Silver Waves of Justice are played by Kendra Carlson, Beth Brophy, and Justin Peck. Thank you to all of you who came out to see us at this live show. Thank you for the laughs and the groans and the handshakes. It means so much to us to see our in-person community continue to grow. Special thanks to a few out-of-towners, Beth and Jane Sturgis, who miss pride in the cities for this, and Steve Palmer, who came from freaking Australia and now owns the first Twin Portal shirt to be worn down under. Scott Hebert is a fiscal year 2023 recipient of a Creative Support for Individuals grant from the Minnesota State Arts Board. This activity is made possible by the voters of Minnesota through a grant from the Minnesota State Arts Board, thanks to a legislative appropriation from the Arts and Cultural Heritage Fund. Thank you to Leland Campana for use of his song of Vernim as our theme song. Thank you and congratulations to Master Technomancer John Brophy for his light and sound expertise. Thank you to the Teatra Zaccone, Mary Fox, and Sarah Rolfson for their support. And once again, thank you all so much for listening to Twin Portals.